to another episode of We Cannot Make This Shit Up. We are in episode 13. We got all our special guests here for our special motherhood episode. And we're going to start off. We got the beautiful
Nani. Hey.
Y'all already know I'm Shelly.
Shanoris.
I'm Brandy.
And today we're going to just get down and dirty, girl talk, motherhood. We have a lot of good questions
And
for
all
you.
of the
Yes, yes. And you know, Shelly's going to set us off today with the first question.
Oh, am I?
You are.
All right, ladies. So, in 3 words, how do you describe your children or kid? We can start to the left, to the right, whoever want to speak first, but I can talk about mine if you want.
Okay, I'll start. I'll say spontaneous, a mystery, and a crybaby like me.
Oh. And how old is your baby?
16.
16. Boy or girl?
Girl.
Girl.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And we both cancers.
Ooh, spicy. Right.
Okay.
So, I have 3, so I'll just give one of each. I would say clingy, sneaky, and spontaneous.
Spontaneous.
Yeah, I would give that.
And how old are they?
7, which is my son. 2 girls, 14 and 12.
14 and 12.
Aww.
Okay.
Okay, so I have 3 too, so I'm gonna say clingy for sure. My son, if he could live in my skin, he's in my skin all day long.
Mama's boy.
Loving, all my kids is so loving, so lovey-dovey. And I could honestly say with my girl trustworthy, I'm starting to be able to.
I know that's
That's
right.
good.
That's
You like
right. Period. That takes a lot to build that trust.
It does.
Mine's adventurous, independent, and courageous. These kids is crazy.
No, for real.
Shelly, let them know how old your kids are.
The twins are 4 and Legacy is 11.
Shelly's got twins, you guys. And they're 4 and full of energy. Especially Callie Love.
Energetic.
Nah, I think that was shit. When we had 4, I probably.
Right. And I got 4. I got 2 step kids that I have been loving for 11 years. And my 2 kids, 21, 20, 16, and 12. And spontaneous,
Okay.
loving, independent, and clingy for my youngest one.
Oh.
My little boys definitely could live in my
Nobody
skin.
can.
Oh my
Baby,
My
I was trying to get hugged. She be like, Mom. I'm
It's
like,
the
when I'm
boys,
dead,
baby.
you gonna miss me.
It's
No,
the
stop
boys.
talking like that.
If they could be our shadows, they would.
Oh my
No,
God.
for real.
Right. I be on TikTok live. He'd be like, nope, Mom, get out.
I can't even use the bathroom.
He'd be watching Life 360 like, what are you doing? What are you
the only ones who do
that? He'd be watching me. Okay, so we're all mothers out here trying to live our life and be mothers at the same time for our kids while we're working and trying to be something for ourselves to provide for our kids. Let's talk about friendship. What are your biggest concerns about your relationships with your friends when it comes to your children?
I'll go first. I wouldn't call it a concern. More so because if you're my friend, I've already built a trust
Right.
factor with you.
Most definitely.
So I'm not concerned. If I have to be concerned, then that means
You need to
before
do
you can
something
even
about
meet
it.
my kids, before anything, I need to figure out who you are as a person.
Right.
Somewhere along the lines in my energy and my spirit, you're not right. So I can't even get jiggy with that first off.
Yeah.
But I think the first thing is, getting to know that person as a person, seeing how they are with their kids. If you're a mom, if you on the type of time I'm on,
Right.
I got balance. Some days, some weekends I'm outside.
Right.
Some weekends I'm a mom.
Right.
We in the house, we chilling. We might be going outside. We might be
But I'm
going
still
to
a
my
mom.
favorite store, Target. But I'm still a mom.
Right.
So if I can't make it outside that weekend and we got plans, I'm okay with losing a few dollars because I don't have a babysitter and I only trust so many people with my kids. I'm not that mom that's trying to just go outside so bad that I'm gonna say, oh, I just need you to watch my kids. So, no, it don't work like that. Like, I'm not. So I think it's just more so trust and seeing how you are and seeing how my kids take to you. Because if my kids feel some type of way about you, then that's the ultimate red flag, and that's anybody. That's friend, relationship, that's anything. If they feel some type of way, it's a no-go for me.
Hello.
I feel you. Me personally, I think maybe Shelly was probably one of like the first friends that I left my kids really alone with. I just was always made sure my kids were a little bit independent before I was able to really go outside, or my husband was there, you know, but at the same time, he's in the room watching TV. I know my kids are going to be able to do what they need to do for themselves, but there's somebody there if they need to take care of themselves. I've always been the house where everybody drops their kids off.
Me too.
You know? I've always been the one where everybody's like, the kids are going over there, you know. If she's there, she's there. If not, all the kids are going to come together and take care of each other. If I got to go run out for an hour or something, they know that in my house, nobody's messing with these kids. They all say, we got cameras, we got security systems, we got things in place, you know. Like, and so, like, when it comes to relationships and friends, I mean, I trust who I trust, but now my kids are so old, like, I worry only so much, because we've had those talks. So, nobody ain't messing with you, right? Ain't nobody touching you, right? Like,
you would tell me, right?
You better tell me. Like, you gotta check in, even though, because like sometimes it might not be people, it might be people's kids or whatever. So it's so many different factors that come to it. And somebody that's been through that when I was a younger age, it makes me more cautious of who I was my kids with. You know, so that's why I'm always like, man, bring them kids over here. Chanel loves the kids. You know. So people be like, I'm like, man, listen, man, I've been raising kids since I was 18. This is about the much freedom I've had. And then I don't have freedom because my kids are calling like, why you out so late? I'm waiting for you.
Checking your location all night. I have to turn mine off like, look, you're not about to blame me. I'm doing me. Bye.
Bring me back
your Instagram.
Exactly. You're on your way home. Stop at McDonald's. There you go.
You be ready to hide the story or something. Let me hide my stories from you.
All right. So I love the kids.
No, for real.
Me personally, I love mommy friends because I'm such a mom. I've been a mom since I was 16 years old, y'all. So I'm just like, I be linking up. I totally link with moms. Like, that's the vibe. So a lot of my friends is long-term friends, so they know how I am with my kids. They know how to come around my kids, approach my kids. They know how to love on my kids because they know.
I know that's right.
So I never had real issues with friends and kids. They all come around, love my kids. And my daughters, they let me know, Mom, I don't like her. She is not your friend. I'm the one that's like, she is not your friend. And they like, Mom said she not our friend, so she not our friend.
No, I know that's
Me and my daughters is like best friends because I grew with them. You know, I was a junior in high school when I had them, so it hit different with my girls.
Both of them?
Well, yeah, I was I had my daughter junior year, then I had another one senior year. Crazy guy. But they my best friends.
It be like that. Sometimes they really
But to know my kids is to love them. Everybody just get that vibe, so it's always good vibes.
Real mom, for real.
For me personally, all my friends are from high school, and I had my daughter when I was in high school as well too. So they've been there from like day one or whatever. So, but along the years, I didn't, encounter some new friends and stuff like that. And I vibe them out, but my daughter's 16, so it's like, she don't be around me. We don't like, you know what I'm saying, commingle or anything like that. But sometimes I'm a homebody, so I like to turn up and all that type of stuff, but I'd rather do it in the house. I don't like being outside. It's like, there's a lot going on. So I be in the house with it, so I'm more so, you the person, bring the kids here. I'm the person, my friends gonna come here.
We do the same,
And even my daughter, her friends will come too or whatever. I'm like, boom, go in the room or whatever. I'm supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So for me, all my friends have been there since birth. So, and even the ones, like I said, over the years I've gained friends. I, check them out, vibe them out or whatever. And it became like this. And my daughter, I got a couple of younger friends than me. And my daughter more so, you know, the generation is like a little bit in the same boat or whatever. So my little young friends that's like 22, 23, they be like more so big sister to my daughter. So it'd be like, oh, hey, you know what I'm saying? They know how to talk to each other, but she still know how to let her know, like, I'm not your friend either. So there isn't like, you know, a boundary line and everything. So, but I think more so, my daughter called my friends before she even called me. So I'm like, at least you got somebody to call. You ain't gonna call me, or you ain't gonna talk to me, or she'll talk about me to them. And
I respect that. I'd rather you talk to my friends than go talk to some weirdo who don't know me and now they want to catch.
You telling the business.
You telling my business. You about to get
She don't tell business though. She don't tell business. So I be having to check her out. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, I'm happy with my selection of friends. They all been my friends since 9th grade. So you know, so that's 10 plus year friendships.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I do have a guy best friend. My daughter thought he was gay. For years, she thought he was gay. She was like, I thought Mitch was gay. I'm like, no, he not. Like what? And she's like, I thought he. I'm like, he not. She's like, oh. Like, we got this.
To have conversations with your kids
right.
and to just gain their perspectives on who your friends are is sometimes mind blowing because they will say some things that you didn't even know that they knew, and they seeing the stuff we don't see. It's like in just life how you sit and you got to be on the outside looking in. They see the things we don't see sometimes. So if that friend ain't been around, they mind like what's up?
Where they come from?
What happened to my daughter's favorite thing is what's T-Ma? Wait, what?
No, for real.
Well, so they paying attention.
They watch every move. But mine is a village. It do take a village. But to be honest, I cut people off. You don't fuck with my kids. You don't fuck with me. I'm cutting you off.
No, for real.
So,
as you should.
I'm big on birthdays.
I came to that point where I had to cut somebody off.
If I show up for your kid birthday, I'm one of them. Sorry.
I borrow kids because all my friend kids are younger, so they like 5, 6, maybe even babies. So I got the teenagers. So we either going around with big cousin Maya. Other than that, I'm like, oh my, look at the little cousin. She liked them, so it definitely be different because I'd be like, dang, I can't relate to some of the shit you're going through. Like, you know what I'm saying? I did that already. Like, I did that. So I'm like, mine more independent. Like, they like, I gotta find a sitter. I'm like, shit, she is her sitter.
Right, that's the difference too when you have an older kid and everybody else have younger kids. So
yeah, I was blessed to have my stepdaughter because when she came in, she was 9. My kids were 5 and 2.5.
Oh yeah,
and she was very mature for her age. So I was with them for the first few years, but as she grew older, I was able to just like step out for a little bit, and come back in.
And now it was okay.
And it was okay, but like now, please.
See, mines are getting there. I feel like if I'm local, y'all cool. You know, you about to be 15, but if I know I'm gonna be outside, we gotta put the baby I don't know what my night can turn out to be. I don't need the FaceTime calls coming through. Mommy, they hit me. Mommy, I don't want to hear that. You're killing my night. Now I gotta come in the house.
It's terrible.
We just took a vacation, and my last one, I left the oldest one home and made the 12-year-old go stay with somebody.
Yeah,
just to make sure. Like, okay, the 15-year-old will be all right, but the 12-year-old, like, doesn't want to worry about. Like, you know, we need supervision. So, but you know, it's crazy because every kid is different.
Yeah, they is.
You know, every kid is different. I've been able to see 4 different personalities, plus my 2 nieces, and I had a god baby living with me for all these years. Him and his mama was living with me for all these years, so I've been able to see. And I've never had a lot of friends. Like, I didn't have a lot of friends, so it was me and the kids all the time. And, like, and it was just me and the kids. Everybody knew, come drop your kids off at my house because if I'm doing something, it's me and my man. We going out, we coming right back. So that's it. So now I'm able to travel a little bit and stuff like that, and step out a little bit. And I'm like telling y'all, like, I'm having a time of my life right now.
Well, thank you for your breath.
Sometimes you gotta take a breath because you have friends that are just now having kids, and that's fine too. Like, everybody's life is different. Everything is fine. We all, it sounds like a lot of us started young. You know what I mean? You know, and there's pros and cons to that at the same time. But right now we're able to step out a little bit. But it just takes time. It just takes time. Everybody is always, takes time to be able to get a little bit of freedom from these kids.
I love it.
I do too.
My daughter said, "You always need a break."
No, for real, we do always need a break. No, dead ass.
Between working, y'all, let me tell you, I need a break.
Multiple.
No, for real. You do need a break. So what is something that you didn't have when you was younger that you do for your kids now?
Let me start.
Oh.
I'm gonna start because I grew up in foster care. You know, we relate there. So I didn't have, you know, my mom, my dad, or, you know what I'm saying, aunts, uncles, none of that or whatever. I had foster family, and then I had my family that I made. I was fortunate at about 17 to find out who my biological dad side was. So I was able to, you know what I'm saying, go meet them and stuff like that. So that was something that I didn't have. So when I had my daughter, I was conflicted, like, keep her or not keep her. Like, I keep it 100. Like, I went to get an abortion. My Aunt Janie, my mom or whatever, she took me. Protesters, everything. Like, I'm 17 at the time. I'm like, damn, like, ugh, or whatever. Long story short, had her. And all I wanted to do was just be what my mom wasn't. Give her what I didn't. And we grew up in, you know, I was still a foster care kid or whatever when I had my daughter. So I emancipated out when I was 18. So she's seen, you know, that I was in a foster home. She's seen the foster care kids that was around us and everything like that. But I still was able to keep her. So I just wanted to continue to show her. And that was something else that I wanted to, like, you know, as she grew up, like, you fortunate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all these kids going through hella shit right now or whatever. You done had friends that you done seen hoeing. And you only 16, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Like, bouncing from their mama, their daddy, their grandma house and everything. And you still, you know what I'm saying, with me.
Right.
Even though we done been through some shit together, but guess what?
We did it
We gonna
together.
talk now, we good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I always wanted to just show her, like, and because I grew up with the 𝓑𝓷𝓷𝓷𝓻𝓼 in East Oakland, roaches, all the shit or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I just wanted to show her there is a better life, and that's all I'm trying to give you. So when we go head to head, I'm like, you just don't know why I'm doing it.
Right.
Why I already know what's going on because I already did it, I already been there and everything like that. So every day is a lesson that I be trying to teach her. And I just want to show her, like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have that family. You have that family. You lucky you can go to your dad house, his mom house, or, you know, they family gatherings and stuff like that. I never got to do that.
Right.
So, you know, I try to tell her every day, you fortunate because I didn't have that. So I try to show her, you know, what I didn't have and give her what I didn't have, which is love.
Really?
And a
Keep
family.
doing that, Brandy.
And a mama. I met my mom. I met her and it just, she don't got a mom bone in her. She just produced 8 kids and didn't raise not one. And it just, everybody ain't meant to be a mom.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
I think
I think Brandon's
Brandy's about to have me over
Like, my bad, y'all. My bad.
That's all we
all got a story, baby.
I'm trying to hold back tears and just bring
I think you took the cake on that question.
All right, it's a wrap. No,
She took all the words out my mouth. I don't gotta speak.
No, that's some real shit, for real.
No, but I know it's something that y'all give y'all kids that y'all didn't
Well,
have.
I think ultimately it
Everything.
really piggyback on.
It's so hard to say no. Even when I do say no,
Right.
20 minutes later. Come
I
on,
say
man.
our
Come on.
generation
How much? Like, and
the
I
best
hate
generation. I give so much kudos to our generation because I feel like we go so crazy
it. Parents.
for our kids.
Wait, all the time I always be like, I ain't never met no 33-year-old like me. Like, they was old. Like
what?
33-year-olds was old.
You think like you. I took my daughter to Rod Wave concert,
Me too.
and I just was so in awe, like how many
Really?
parents
I was trying to
was
take my
there.
son, but the mama said no, and I'm like, damn.
No, okay, don't get me
Come on
wrong.
next time.
Right.
I couldn't believe it.
That's all it was.
Even 5-year-olds.
No, he can't go.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say I'm not a Rod Wave fan. I just don't know a lot of the man's songs. So
Yeah, I know.
I'm
Yeah, that's how you
pressing.
do it.
And so the songs that I did know,
He do make
I'm
the
trying to,
the
like-
kids love him.
The kids
I'm trying to turn
I
up.
can
I
sign
got
sometimes.
for the kids, okay?
Kids
I was
hungry.
getting my drink and I was just watching them sing and I'm
my
like,
baby, I said, ooh, this
my
baby
daughter
gonna
was down here crying. I'm like,
This man, who are you?
right.
because he's so depressing.
It's concerning.
Like, what's happening? She's like, did you see him fall from the building?
Yes.
And I'm like, what? Like, good.
My 12-year-old wanted to go, but I didn't take him. I'm like, bro, his music is so depressing. But it's not like
No,
say,
but
why
that's what Rod Wave.
in
Don't be down
Nelly.
there, Rod Wave.
No, but like he be having me really listening to me.
all the time.
But he's
We love
depressing.
Rod Wave.
So, like,
No, I like it too. Don't get me wrong.
so like I know this isn't about the question or whatever. So speaking of Rod Wave, let's talk about music influence to these kids.
Oh my God.
So you
all this music is trash.
Let me
So,
just say,
like,
Our
Rod
music
Wave.
back in the day was cool,
And I
but
still
it
listen
wasn't-
to it.
But wait, let me ask you a question.
My
Was our
favorite
music
musician
back in the day
person.
cool? Because we had Trina.
we
had
like that back then.
No,
you
you
listen to it now, you be like, oh shit.
Trina wasn't really
Lil'
city
Kim?
girl vibe.
Lil' Kim?
Like, no, I
Red is terrible.
Sexy Red is the terrible for the generation.
But was
Lil'
y'all
Kim?
really listening to Lil' Kim when y'all was little?
No.
Not really.
Baddest bitch. My mama
This is Trina.
But
But I'm
I'm
saying
just
Lil'
saying.
Kim.
Oh.
Was y'all really listening to
Trina,
Like,
I know
Trina
about her.
was like, Trina gave us confidence.
I don't know. So I'm gonna tell y'all this. Up until I got into middle school, I was listening to NSYNC.
On the
Backstreet
radio.
Boys.
On the radio.
I was
Britney
listening
Spears.
to Pretty Ricky.
Christina Aguilera.
But
this music that they got now
Big
is
Ray, I'm Usher.
Can we play a snippet of
Mario.
I was going to Gobble Gizzle concerts. That was Lil Romeo and Bow Wow.
Bow
Wow.
That's what
Wow.
we was on. So the stuff they got now is Sexy
middle school.
Red. Like,
Yeah.
what? Sexy Red is
And then they
crazy.
see it on TikTok first, so it ain't even about what we playing in the car. They
And
already
which is
in
true.
Hey,
Which is
I be
true.
even like,
My daughter's
here's
playing.
this a
You put
TikTok
your
song.
trust in it, and they was on TikTok. No.
But at the same time, you been up as, I don't
Oh
know,
my
baby. That's a
God.
little 50-50. I might want you to hear it, because don't be done.
listen to this song. You just gotta listen.
No, period.
Don't be stupid now.
Oh
She's saying
my
I'm
God.
going to some song.
But no, on some real shit. When you with your kids, I'd rather them do anything around me than out.
Oh yeah.
Because I can check you right there. Like,
Nip it in the butt right then and there.
because what I'm learning and just having daughters in middle school, I'm involved. Like you got
Right.
at
You
first
gotta
I was
stay
I
involved.
was against Instagram, right? I was like no Instagram, but then she was sneaking and creating
Yeah,
accounts
same,
or whatever,
same.
right?
Yeah.
So
Spam
I
accounts.
was
yeah.
So I said, you
She
know
was
what?
blocking my friends so it wouldn't pop up on the people
When
you
I
didn't
see the
know.
green across friends, what do you got?
They'll
close
screenshot it and send it to me.
What you
Oh,
mean? But
man.
this is where I
It
flipped
could
the
be-
program. We can have an Instagram, but
I
I
got
gotta
the
be
log
attached.
in.
Yeah.
So every DM that comes to your phone,
It's coming
it
to my
comes to
shit,
me.
too.
You
Yeah.
don't get to do
I
nothing.
did that. I did
Like
that, too.
it's
I did that,
levels
too.
to it because I'm learning that if we don't give it to them, but
Right.
they're gonna
They're
find
gonna
a
do it.
way. You know what I mean?
Whether
I
it's somebody
just-
else's phone, whatever. Even if
The
they just
school
when I was
laptop,
done and I had a
laptop.
phone, I got it took or whatever. Guess what? I was on somebody else's
That's
shit.
fine, yeah. You
Like
gotta
you,
learn.
they
All the
find.
reason-
And I'm gonna tell you about social media. Legacy was on my Twitter. And you know how Twitter they put porn
Oh,
and all
yeah.
shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So he
Twitter.
just
No
all he
filter.
want to watch is big booty shit on the Twitter. And I'm like, yeah,
Well, hey,
Twitter
you know,
is
you
terrible.
look.
No,
I'm
Jay.
going through that right
Jay
now.
had Sukihana
doing it.
sex tape
Oh,
on there.
my God.
Sexy Red
Yeah,
sex
But
tape
this
on
is your
there.
son,
My
right?
12-year-old.
That's good. Look.
He's asking his man, listen.
Listen, that is good. Like,
I just left the house. My son was on Twitter. I said, let me see your Twitter
What you
feed.
looking
He's
at? Let me see the history.
I was like, oh, you don't want me to see your Twitter
I
feed?
just had this
Look at some
conversation with my coworkers, and I said, "Would you rather them?" Because my son is only 7, and he was looking up big boobies, and I was like, "Dang, like no, son." But in my head, I'm like, "Yes." Like,
Right,
but to him,
yeah.
I'm like, "No."
But it's an age limit too, though.
It's an age limit.
7.
But you know, in
today,
He looking at
today's
him wherever he
society,
walking.
it's so you
Oh,
know
he
what I
like
mean?
titty.
In today's society, they're making that just like
Okay.
a thing, right?
Yeah,
So
they're making
to
it
know
okay.
that your son is headed in the right direction, not to say if you decide to have other views or whatever the case
Right.
may be, I'm not gonna love you no different.
Yeah.
But the right way, I'm happy.
Because it's
You
so
know what
common
I
now.
mean?
Everywhere
They
you turn,
pushing
every
it
show you
everywhere.
turn on, it's, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
It's everywhere.
and it's cool to each
Yeah.
his own and stuff like that or whatever. And it's just been weird when they like younger
What's your
kids.
perspective on dating in 2024? You know, shit is crazy. People is crazy. And to be honest, what is it? Big Rocket or Big Pocket?
I
What y'all
got
prefer?
3 kids.
I need a big pocket.
I need that money, honey.
I
need that money before we get that
Okay, so look, check it. Okay, hear me out first. So I mean, yeah, of course we women are that, but we want the nigga to have some money. Of course, by all means necessary, whatever. But all right, so what about our morals, our values, and things of that sort, whatever? So that's what I look in because it's what I give off.
Right.
You know, so I can take care of myself. I don't need a man to do anything or whatever. And I'm by the way, we all don't. So, but if you come with it, oh, by all means necessary. Thank you, love you. But I just want it deeper than that. Like I want the love, the nurturing, the respect. Like, you know what I'm saying? The loyalty and appreciation, support, all of that shit. And at the end of the day, if you can do for me and mine, hey, that's even a plus or whatever. But I still can hold you know what I'm saying? I can do what I'm supposed to do, but I want all of what I give. I'm constantly pouring into people's cup and my shit empty as fuck.
No, for
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the money, whatever, the dollars or whatever, that's a plus or whatever, but can you fulfill everything else?
Exactly.
I think it's piggybacking is value, because I already, like you said, I already got what I need. I'm comfortable in my space, in my life, and who I am. I'm standing.
But the ancestors in your head too.
Right, like
because the grandpas that was taking care of the
need that
grandmas.
value, because at the end of the day, what are you?
Right.
When we talk about I bring the table, like I really bring that shit though.
No, for real.
Like,
The whole
like the whole table.
everything.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
real.
bringing the 𝓑𝓷𝓷𝓷𝓻 table and shit. So
And I got more shit to put on the table with my bag.
I need for us to come in together and add value to what I
To
got,
one
or maybe
another.
we can go buy a new table. You know what I'm
Let's
saying?
build
Or
that
rebuild that table.
Yeah, rebuild
But I
that.
need
Can
for
we
you-
have a cup for just
I need-
us? And
right.
not just my cup and your cup. Let's have our cup.
Let's bring it all together and add value to what it is that we doing, so we can cultivate that and make it bigger.
Right.
So it's like you said, it's more than the money, but absolutely I ain't gonna
The
lie.
money?
I want that
Of course,
too.
of course.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But ultimately, even if you don't, because I'm not expecting for you to come into my situation, into my life, and think that that's all I want from
Yeah.
you. That's not all I want from you. I need for you to come
Babe,
into
let me
my
let you
life and
know.
bring stability. I need for you to bring structure into
foundation.
my life. I got kids.
No, for real. And
So-
they need to see that.
And they need
period.
to see that. They need. I need to know that you're making me happy. They need to see that you're making me
That
happy.
this is what's
as
supposed to
mommy.
happen.
Because if I'm happy, guess what? That's
They
gonna
happy.
flow
We
and
all
that's
happy.
gonna
It's
exude.
good.
And the
That
house
was all
lit.
love.
And
Now
it's all
we
lit. Like,
big happy family.
you know what I'm saying? Because
What's
if
yours
mom's
is
happy,
mine, what's mine is yours.
Look.
It's all ours.
if mom's is happy, the whole house happy. But if mom's ain't happy, let
Baby,
me
it's-
tell you,
It's
we
an earthquake in that bitch.
y'all
And
might
it's
want
most definitely more than money when it comes to me, when you're so used to doing everything by
Right.
yourself.
Yeah, money don't
Like,
even
I'm
equate
so
no
used
more.
to just
It
doing
is what it
everything
is.
by
Everything.
myself. So it'd be like, when somebody do finally want
I
to
was like,
step in
okay,
and
I
pay
see
for
you.
hair and nails, I'd be like,
Okay.
What's your motive?
You sure?
You
You
sure?
Yeah,
You only gonna have what you had? Something like, I
And
don't
then
know.
sometimes you give a man a kick with his foot in the door a little bit with pampered hair and stuff. He be expecting a whole bunch of other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And
But then
it's
you
like,
got ones or whatever, because I done met ones or whatever that are literally just like, you feel me, send me $15, $20, like, this for your coffee tomorrow. Like,
me
you know,
too.
it be the little things
The
to
little
me,
things
because
that-
I can do everything else.
Exactly.
But you know that I like Starbucks. You know I like my iced coffee. You know I like it, you know what I'm saying? When I'm on my way to work in the morning or whatever. So the fact that you sent it the night before for the next day,
that mean a lot.
you paying attention.
That means you
Exactly.
can,
Can I ask y'all a question?
What's up? Give it to me.
Okay.
So, are y'all willing to? Because I know a lot of us want money and we want things to go a certain way. Are you able to compromise and learn to understand a person? Because a man is gonna and a nigga's gonna flaunt the money and do this and do that for you to try to win you over real quick.
Right.
But are they gonna be consistent with it?
Right. Exactly.
Are you gonna be able to see a person daily and understand them and get to grow with them?
It's rare.
Because, you know, in this day and age, a lot of people want instant gratification.
right.
Right.
You know, they're like, oh, a motherfucker got to be perfect at the end of the day to get what I want to be. And we're strong, independent women. That's the way this world was built for us, especially as Black women, to be independent and to raise these kids by themselves and feel like they don't need nobody else.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, marriage
all
is
need
about
somebody.
compromise and learning with somebody. It's not just instant, oh, they're going to provide and do this and do that. It's like, hey, you got to kind of understand a person and understand growth that's within people. And people think people can't change. People change every day.
Every day.
They do. And the thing about it is, about change or whatever, you'll see certain aspects of change or whatever, and I only can speak on this because I'm going through it with myself or whatever, with somebody. And you know what I'm saying, they always throw in my face, oh, I changed for you, I changed for you. Don't change for me, change for you. Change for you. You know what I'm saying? Because you keep wanting me to see what you changed or whatever, but do you see what you changed?
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. You bettered up on conversation. All right, I give you that or whatever. But you're still not taking accountability for certain things and certain situations or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just such a lover. I'm a Cancer or whatever, and I don't ever want to blame, oh, zodiac sign, this and that or whatever. But I'm a lover or whatever, and I keep pouring into people. As I said before, I pour. And I never really worry about my own self at the end of the day or whatever. But then when I say something to you to hold you accountable for it or whatever, just take the initiative or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I don't feel that way, but you feel that way. Because everybody entitled to their own feelings. So even though you may feel a way, I may not feel that way.
We're going to agree to disagree.
Oh, I hurt your feelings. I don't feel like I hurt your feelings. But I can accept that. I can hear you out. And I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings.
If that's how you feel. Because you're entitled to feel how you want to feel.
And I'll never take that from you or whatever. So it'd be weird though. Like nowadays dating, it just really be weird.
I think social media plays a big part in relationships, because a lot of people are comparing and contrasting instead of knowing who you have. And it's in your face on what you have. So cultivate what you have.
And it's only
Focus
natural
on
to
what
start.
you have.
It's only natural to see something and you be like, oh, I ain't did that shit in my own relationship.
Like what? Like you start creating a whole issue between y'all. Now you done messed off the whole
vibe. But it's been dealing with a lot with one person for so many years. It had me scared to open up to try to give a man a try. You know, sometimes people tell me, you sleeping on your blessings. Like, you need to start opening up. You need to start dating, doing things, because I don't do that, because I didn't have some crazy experiences. So now I'm just always like, this is my first weekend, no kids, thanks to you guys. Like, my kids are gone. I don't get that. So it's like so new to me to be free today. Like, what I'm doing next after this.
Right.
Like,
I like this.
I'm just so scared to get in. I have to find myself, you know, first and everything. And I'm just like, let me get me together first before I try open it up to something else, because it's just crazy.
And that's where that's where it starts. I think for the most part in finding ourselves as mothers, and then you trying to step out into the scene of just life. Like, I swear to you, I went to my first day party like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, ooh, like it's fun out here, right? Like, I was like, it's fun. Like, oh, I gotta go to work tomorrow. Let me go to the house. But it was fun. Like, just to get out, not so much as trying to find somebody, but just to enjoy yourself.
Like,
let your hair down.
Even if you are talking to somebody, they be like, oh, you going where? Oh, you about to go find a nigga. I'm not.
That's not.
I want to go
If I laugh, hey, how'd you get here?
But I'm going to have fun. I'm going to enjoy myself, listen to music, hang out with my friends, and just have a good time. Have some genuine fun. It's always a motive behind it. It's never even like that. I'm just trying to have fun.
Just go out and enjoy yourself. Because you don't know what everybody's on.
You can't bring everybody around. Like, you know, it's just too much.
So let me ask you this other question. So you go and you're out at a day party and you meet somebody and they start love bombing you and
red flag.
But they do. You got wait.
What's the red flag? Why you green flag?
But let's
give it to me. I'm gonna give it to you.
You don't even know me.
Give me 3 days. I love you, Pooh.
That's that Cancer.
Yeah, it is. It's so bad. I hate it. I hate that for me.
That's a good one. So, what is a red flag that you're attracted to?
I'm an Aquarius, so I'm adventurous.
They don't even see red flags
at all. Like, we like to have fun. We like the rebellious sign, right? So anything is like fun.
Red is green, and green is green,
and green is red.
And green is green. No, green is green
because
too.
even sometimes green, you be like, like,
sometimes. She said sometimes.
I don't know. I think that should be yellow. Like, you know.
No, it should be in the middle.
But, you know, but honestly, I think that love bombing is kind of like, you don't even know me. Like, I really went to the day party and the
But
man was
then
like,
you
you got
believe
No, but I had somebody like that though. I had somebody like that. I found
But a
myself
lot
at
of these
the
niggas
hibachi
are gonna
trap.
No,
Love
no,
you.
not.
I found myself
I
having
went to the
after
day.
days of money.
They're gonna love, but wait.
But no,
wait,
I
let's
went
just-
to the day party and the dude was like, "Do you have kids?" And I said, "Yeah, I got kids." He was like, "You want more?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. You know, just
That
having
nigga
a
was
friendly."
ready to give some
And he
kids
was
that night.
right. He said,
That
"Oh,
day,
good,
'cause it was
because
a
I
day
want
party.
more." And I was like, "Oh shit, red flag. You don't even know me. You don't even know what kind of mom I am."
That's a lot of guys.
Did me at the party? My kids at home.
Listen, that's
what
a lot of
right.
That's
No
the
food.
question that they ask if you have kids, and then they want to see where your mind is at.
So
trickle
let
down.
me just say this. It takes 3 to 5 years to really know somebody.
Right.
Right.
And then you
So-
still don't even know.
And you still don't
But
know.
they
still
can
don't
do
even
the whole
know.
lie. Y'all seen that TikTok? When
lie.
the bitch who fucking had that whole mess with that man, and he was a whole lie like that.
Yeah.
Y'all
I
ever
seen
seen
it.
that
I
TikTok?
seen it. I seen it.
Reese PC.
Reese,
I'm like,
Reese,
that's
Reese,
TikTok.
Reese,
That happened
Reese,
every day.
Reese, Reese,
Yeah,
Reese.
Reese Pizza.
I feel really bad for her too.
Look, I ain't never seen it, but
did.
But you know what? That's our
Dumb as
day-to-day
fuck.
niggas. That's our day-to-day
I'm
niggas,
like,
though.
that just happened
These
to
same
Keisha
niggas
Cole.
on Instagram talking hella shit. You get to know them and they don't got
They
shit.
do.
Wait,
so wait, let's
I
just
don't know
tone it
Reese
down a little
Pizza.
bit.
That's why
Let's
you don't
Look, that's
go
a
for
sensitive
social
subject
media
right
because they
there.
it's not that they have all this shit
Don't
and you
fuck
meet
with
them
these
and date
niggas, they're
them
bad.
and they don't have shit that they be posting and shit. You
Right,
be like, what
right.
the fuck is your car? Where you live at? You
Ain't
live with
got
your
one.
mom and your auntie and your sister.
And they don't have
They don't
And
got
then
no
it's
car.
like, well, what the fuck? Why would you sit here and play with me like
Now they
that?
keep
That's
pressing
why I
to
don't
come to
fuck
your
with
house.
niggas because they full of shit. Period.
And what
I
I
don't know
just
about
want to
y'all.
say, I just want to say this, that you know, a lot of things are not what they seem in the world. So everybody wants to give a good first impression.
Right,
So
for sure.
everybody's gonna put on the best that they can whenever they meet somebody.
No, for sure. But
And
also be
everybody-
honest and like, okay, so boom, let's take it back. So my ex or whatever, when I first met him, we was so open or whatever. I was fresh off a flight from St. Louis or whatever. Boom, pull up, we talking. And I laid it out. I'm like, you know, I've been on some celibate me shit or whatever, you know. So I'm like, what can you do for me or whatever? I'm like, I'm telling you this. I don't want this. I want this. I don't want this, and I want this. Oh, you can do all that? All right, bet. We was together for 3 years, and it ended horrifically because at the end of the day, I became too much woman for him.
Right.
And I never beat him down as a man or nothing like that. But to find out later on or whatever that you felt that I had my shit together and you didn't, and you felt some type of way, but you felt some type of way about yourself. This didn't have nothing to do with me. It just, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? It's always, I don't ever want to go into a situation where like, oh, it's a motive behind it or whatever.
Right.
But it's always
But you
something.
never know, guys.
It's always
can
something.
feel a little intimidated too.
And that's just the day and
That's
age or whatever,
the thing.
because nowadays or whatever, women on top of their shit or
They
whatever.
are.
Right.
We the big
They
dogs.
are.
We the real niggas. We the real niggas.
Real
We the real
niggas.
niggas.
We are.
Okay, so we
y'all have to
so wait,
be
I
dogs.
gotta
But I don't ever want to rub it in the man's
But I-
face.
right,
I
I don't
rub
wanna
it in
do
the
that.
man's face because I want a man to be a man at the end of the
I
day.
don't
Right.
know. Some people can do it,
But I want the man to be a man at the end of the day
if
too. I can't just be
man,
one.
they have, you know how
real.
back in the day they say, oh, a man supposed to provide, they're supposed to take care of the household, you just supposed to be at home being a housewife, right? But say for instance, if you want to step out and you want to handle your own shit, and then you handle your own shit, it's like they feel like you in competition with them.
Yeah, and it's not
it's
even.
like,
Just,
you
I'm
shouldn't
just trying
feel
to.
that
I'm just
way.
trying to be a
You
better
work-
version
exactly,
of myself.
Right.
I just want to get you a gift with my own money.
Can I-
Baby, I want to afford it.
Can I-
Baby, I want to
That's
cater to
it.
it.
You want to get a haircut?
Okay,
you
so-
pay for it.
So
Maybe
I'm
I'm
gonna spicy it up a little bit. Do you think it's this way because of the way the system is?
What
so
system?
regard-
Can
so
you
what
do
repeat
you-
that? When you say system,
What
can you-
system?
So do you think it's this way that black women are the most independent, the most educated, and the most beautiful because the white man made it that way so they could kick out the black man out the household and make black women so independent, and they know at the end of the day who is a black woman's boss?
No. And you know what I'm going to say? Because I just seen a caption of this on Instagram, and the lady said, and I'm sure as mothers, we all can say this, you know, even being married, you know, I don't want to do it all by myself.
Hey, hell, hello.
I don't want
I'm begging
to.
you
When
to
I
take
go to
some
bed
of
at
this
night, I really want to go to bed. Like, I don't want to have to lay down and my kids are sleeping.
Like
I'm thinking for the rest of the week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want that for myself. I want to have my partner and say, damn, babe, okay, this is what we got going on. How we gonna do this?
We got going on.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Not
why
me.
I said I believe
Not you.
in 50-50.
You know, I don't. All that.
But if that's what
say
you want to do, then that's fine. But just know,
That's
baby,
good.
we can meet each
But we
other
could
right
do
in the
this
middle.
together too,
We
you know
can
what
meet each
I'm
other.
saying?
At the end of the day,
But to answer
that's
your
all right.
question,
Yeah.
to answer your question, I feel like no, because I feel like as mothers we deal with so much. It's so many different avenues that we deal with. We're the mom, we're the employee,
We're the doctor.
you know
The
what I
teacher.
mean? We're the
staff.
staff, we're the nurse.
Yeah.
I'm
The maid.
outside
Molly
of
the
the
maid.
employee,
Oh my
I'm the
God.
hairstylist. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, no, babe, sometimes I want you to come home and be the chef.
Right.
Where
And then
you
let me
know,
do that little stuff.
Okay,
You know what I
because
Sometimes I want you to do the laundry and I come home and fold. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I
So-
ain't lied to you.
It's
But let me
also
ask you a
compromising.
question.
Compromising.
I don't
let
wanna
me
be
ask
that
you a
independent.
question. How are black boys raised? Are they raised to do laundry? Are they raised to be in the kitchen?
Some.
You know what?
No.
They can't. Look,
I'ma
my
tell
ex,
my
my
son
ex,
to wash his
my ex
clothes.
would wash my clothes. He would wash all my shit, and I'd be like, no, I don't want you to be like, I got it, or whatever.
Right.
That was just something that he enjoyed doing laundry.
Who
I-
raised him?
His mama and his daddy.
His mama and
They
his
still
daddy.
married till this day.
I know
But
that's
you know what?
But that's
I'm gonna say this,
It's
and
rare.
this is me being
It's
a
rare.
transparent
It's
But-
rare.
and telling my life. My mom married my stepdad when I was like 15, right? My mom was this independent woman, like going to work, taking care of 4 kids, like did her shit. And I give her kudos because the mother that I am today is because of what I've seen my mom do, right? But she ended up getting married. And he came in, president of a company, like, Mom, you get big. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you look at it as an adult, you like, Mom, you get kind of big, okay? You was the call center rep and bagged the president. Like,
Period.
give me some of But I also seen her give, take that independence that she had, she gave it away. You know what I'm saying? So for me, in my relationship, I find it hard to give that away because when they divorced, I seen her have to rebuild.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So for me, she got comfortable.
Never lose
So
yourself.
now,
never know what can happen. You know what I'm saying?
so she got
You
so
right.
comfortable that for me, I internalized that. So when you say no, I don't want you doing this. I don't no, I don't, because I'm fake way triggered because I know what that did to my mom, and I see where she's still having to pick up pieces of what she lost to this day. So I'm a little like, ugh, but I'm learning to. That was her story,
right.
You know what I mean?
always change your
I
shit.
can always change that to how I want it to be and say, okay, babe, like you do it today.
And I'm
Like,
doing
you
something
know, and
right.
I'm doing
No,
something
I'm trying to be in my soft girl here.
You know, that's it.
We
But
all try to be
but
there.
no,
We're
it's right.
We were all raised by.
We were all raised.
by
It was how we was
independent
raised. So
Yes.
Well, I'm a
all we doing is
side note. I wasn't raised by an independent woman. My mother, she had 12 kids and she was a crack addict.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we.
So I was raised in foster care. I was in there. I got in there around 12 years old. My dad was in my life, but at the time he sent me out here with his family that tried to have me go prostitute and go do some crazy shit. So that's why I said, yeah, I'm not about to be around it. And that's how I put myself in foster care. So I never had a mother figure, but I knew once I had my kids, I knew what I didn't want, and I knew that what I had to do to be a better person for my kid. Like Legacy, my son, he been through hell with me. You feel me? So we went through the bad relationships, the people that treated me like shit, and I continue to pour to love them, thinking that that's real love, but it's not. And then when you finally meet that first person, it's like, damn, I don't really think like I should pour my whole self out and give my all. Put what they say, don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to. That's on.
And
That's
that be in that moment. In that moment.
Just that
If you're
moment,
right.
And then it's like, damn, you got to put this wall down because I had a big wall. Like, you're not about to break this wall down, but it takes a real strong person to break that wall down. But when you find your person and they there for you and they actually providing for you and they showing you that stability, that communication, everything that you want, sometimes you got to soften up. Sometimes you got to change.
You have
Sometimes
to.
you
You
have
gotta
to
just kind of break your own guard. You gotta break your own guard.
You gotta be like, too, what I'm learning is how I internalized what my mom went through. I have 2 other girls looking at me.
Right, exactly.
I have 2 girls looking at me, and they're watching what I do. Exactly. I have a son who's looking at me, who's watching. Mom, what you gonna put up with? What you not about to? How you about to maneuver? How you handling what you handling? Because that's the woman I'm gonna go after. So in my life, I'm right now in my life, I'm just kind of playing it back, bringing it forward, changing what I could do. Exactly. But it's like we really internalize what we've been through as kids, and we don't know that we're internalizing it, and we're triggered by some, so we building that wall based on our childhood, based on our relationships, past relationships, from the baby daddies to the you know what I'm saying? Because them the ones. It's really the baby daddies
Okay. Before we get to the baby daddies, right. We got some good questions that been coming, because y'all know I want to throw a little in there to make y'all get deep into it. How do you feel about co-parenting?
Whoa.
If you're mature.
Who?
It's the maturity.
It just takes a lot. Like, I had to go to court, and it's still, I don't even need a co-parent. The fuck? All I asked for was somebody, like a man, to be in my child's life. You can't do that, but you can have 5 kids, but can't take care of your first one.
It's a problem.
That shows a lot about me. You don't need to be around.
You wouldn't even know I had a baby daddy. I don't even speak about mine. I don't speak about mine. I swear to God, when I post my daughter, I swear to God, in my head, I be thinking people be like, who's her baby daddy? I don't speak of that man. I don't. Look, what they said. See no evil, do no evil.
It's so crazy because
I don't know that man.
I never even co-parent for real. You know what I'm saying? I don't even
Me
know
neither.
the feeling of like calling, getting a drop off and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Me and my baby daddy, it's a long story, but long story short is I am the mom, the dad, the everything. You know what I'm saying? He is the one that's on his time when he want to see him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
He is
now
him.
as I'm figuring my life out, better in me, better in everything, in my situation and all of that, I'm learning to not let my kids get the bare minimum no more, because feelings get hurt. And I got to get care of the questions. You know, my daughters is hitting me with questions. I'm like, I got to call my mom.
Hold on, let me get back to you on that.
They starting to mess up their schoolwork because, you know,
emotion.
It was my fault too, because I was trying to keep the family for the kids, and it was unhealthy, and they was saying a lot of stuff to her. My 13 and 12-year-old had to look at me and say, Mom, we don't want them. You know, they starting to see stuff.
Yes, because you want to keep giving them this and giving them that. You don't want to take
the right thing, keeping them here, but it's not the right thing because they not happy with them here. They see so much. So it's like now that when he kind of come, they like, I don't want to go around.
And it's when they get to that age. It's when they get to that age, because for as long as I had to, you know what I'm saying, just deal with it or whatever. Let my daughter go through some shit or whatever. To where she got to the age now, she's like,
he only 6 years old.
So we on the same page, because that's where I'm at.
He don't want to go because he don't.
My daddy not answering. I'm calling my daddy not answering. And how do you tell your kid, don't call your daddy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because at this point, you so in and out that when you're out, I have to pick up the emotional pieces that you drop. You know what I'm saying?
I have to make it okay.
I have to make
like
it right.
Therapy too, because as parents, we try to, you know, but it's certain stuff that we can't say really because they're still kids, and it's so much we want to say.
Nothing wrong with
eventually they're going to see for themselves.
They have trauma.
I'm at the point
like
where my daughter sees for herself. I never took nothing from her when it came to her dad. I just let it be known. I don't fuck with cuz. But you deal with them and you see.
And
now she sees. She got them all blocked.
But you know what?
All of them blocked.
This is where your minds are.
Because you chose that. I didn't make you do it. I didn't put it in your head. I didn't plant it there. You seen it for yourself. And that's what I wanted you to see as you got older. I never put no bad seeds. Your dad ain't shit. Never did that. Go with them. Go with your grandma.
I do not do that.
I think more so what it is just I'm neutral. I'm neutral. I don't never want to say nothing bad. I'm gonna let you see what you want to see, and if you bring to me however you feel, I'm gonna listen to how you feel. But I'm never gonna be the one to shed the negativity. No, I'm not gonna do that, because at the end of the day, that's still your dad.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna hear you, and I'm gonna get on the phone with my partners and be like, "Ooh, you know what I mean?"
And we may never understand. But that's your dad. That's how you feel.
That's your dad.
And you know what? And I can say that it's hard for kids to be in that position, not because we're trying our best not to be negative and not put a narrative into them, but at the same time, they can see how the other parent is, but deep down inside of them, they just want that love.
They want that love.
Especially when they have
other kids
and they get little girls.
They show favoritism and stuff like that. That kills the
because they daddy
like how I can't get that.
That's what my
they
live in the same household. She don't know what that's like.
Because I'm not that parent. I give them all the equal love. I don't even come in the door on birthdays with one gift. I be feeling bad.
Everybody get a new outfit. I don't know how to get one outfit and one whatever.
But you can't. When you I think it make the kids have a little trauma.
It's abandonment issue.
You know what I'm saying?
But and that's true, because I feel like you know, just doing this and being on here is just learning for me to be more transparent. My girls are battling with that, where my oldest is battling with that, where the abandonment issues come in. So when girls are showing her that they're not her friends, she's giving multiple chances, because she's because I'm so used to giving my dad multiple chances, because he's so in and out and he's so doing so much weird things, and then here I am being so forgiving. So now I feel like I have to be just as forgiving with that I am with him. I have to be just as that forgiving with my friends, and I have to teach her, being her mom. And you know, going through my issues with my own dad, baby, you gotta sometimes give a person their baggage and you let them have their garbage, because all you're gonna do is hurt yourself in the process. So everybody who comes everybody who comes into your life, you're gonna turn into now being a people pleaser. That's what you're gonna turn into being, and I don't want that for you. So I tell my daughter, despite whatever you have seen me go through, I don't want that for you at all. I don't like, and I exercise that to her. You know, I don't want that for you.
No, for
so
sure.
certain things, because you know, like we've had our kids being young, so our oldest kids, they went through life with everything. You know what I mean? So they're experiencing life as we're experiencing.
So like, oh, it's good now or whatever.
And you gotta tell them.
Good. They still got the not good times in the back of their head.
Right, and we have to tell them, like, no, this is not what mommy wants for you. Like, I don't want you calling my phone.
Baby, it's stars and hella shit out there.
Like, you know,
go follow the bright light.
Even piggybacking on the question you asked about what is it that something that we went through, or something you asked about, what if we could do some, I can't remember the exact question.
That we don't want them to go through that we went through.
And it's like just pouring that love, like going back to what you said, and just I didn't get that. I didn't get that. Like, you pretty, you this, you that, you a boss, you this. Don't let no nigga play with you.
I'm like, girl, you are beautiful.
Like,
all that fucking girls that you hang with, you are them, you are her, or whatever. And remember that, as long as you carry that out through life, you're gonna be okay or whatever. Don't ever doubt yourself or whatever. You may come to a crossroad where you like, I don't know or whatever. But take no better judgment.
Tell them you love them. Tell them you know what I mean.
All the time.
Give them those hugs.
Right now,
no, come here.
Yes.
Get this love.
I don't know.
You don't need it.
See what I'm going.
You don't need that.
No, dead ass.
Okay,
no, dead ass.
I feel this a lot, but like being,
I'm getting a little sexual with the braids.
Yeah, I
know. We can't make this shit the fuck up. You already know.
And you do.
Not the fuck up.
We just want to shout out to all the bomb ass mothers over there.
Yeah.
We hope that you feel loved and appreciated, and make sure to pour
and
into
understood.
them kids.
And understood after this.
Yes, and pour into them kids, because they're the next generation, and what we give them is what they're going to give to the generations after them. So shout out to you guys, because we know it's not easy
at all.
No, it is right. And y'all dead ass right. So you know it's not easy. So how do y'all feel about mom guilt?
I say sorry.
Okay.
I say sorry when I'm wrong and I know I'm wrong.
Right.
I will say sorry, whether that be come watch a movie.
You want some food?
I don't give a fuck.
Whether that be come watch a movie. You want to go to the store?
No.
You hungry?
Mom guilt be real.
What's your cash
I'm
app?
a guilty because
I literally this
and I be
morning,
feeling so bad.
my daughter said, "You still mad?" I said, "I'm not even mad. I'm
Disappointed.
I'm good. Like, what's up? What you want to say?" And we went into conversation. She called me. I'm like, "What you want?" She's like, "I just want to show you my nails." I'm like, "I don't care about your nails," like, because I was so mad. And I'm like, you know what, Brandy, just stop, because I can't, like, the anger I carry for other people or whatever. I be trying, and I don't want to do that to her, because I don't want her to be like, I can never just call my mom or on some regular shit or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? So when we hung up, I called her back. I'm like, I do like your nails. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm working on me.
Right, exactly.
My anger issue is an everyday process, and I'm trying to be better. I'm sorry, but I do like your nails. And it kind of flipped the script. It did flip the script or whatever. Because she texted me. She said, "Are you still mad at me?" And I'm like, "Oh, I am, but I want you to know that." Like, and
my daughters would hit me with a whole paragraph, write me a whole
but in question mark, if you don't respond back.
I'm so sorry. I would never do it again. I don't like to see that.
You so beautiful.
Girl, and I'll be all under her skin like, thank you. I know. I'm sorry.
I want a paragraph.
Sending me paragraphs.
Girl, I
texting me.
want a message.
Make
My
it
son, he be like, okay.
Look, I can't.
I just put my heart out to you. Like,
I like to come home to a clean house. It's cool.
Me too.
That's it.
My mom got OCD.
That's it.
I do. Everything has to be spotless.
That's it.
right. No, for real.
And I'm like,
You gotta
y'all don't
teach
even
them
have that
how.
many chores, but I think a lot of the times, you know, we have to show them what accountability look like, so that they get older and they know what and how to show. Okay, I fucked up, my bad. You know what I mean? And it starts with us. Like,
imagine apologizing to a 4-year-old.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry for what?
my son is telling me it's not okay.
You should be sorry for what you did.
You got two. Ooh.
Right. Move.
The little kids are different. My son told me the other day, I said, "Get out of my house." We was leaving. I said, "Just get out." He said, "Wait, this is my house too."
Well, you know what, baby? You
I said to him, "Okay, you're right." I said, "Go get in the shower." He said, "But did you get in the shower?" I said, I'm trying to understand which part of this is you got a smart ass mouth, or if you just being open, just an outspoken person. Because I'm trying to figure out, when do I pop your ass in the mouth? Because who the fuck is you talking to?
They speak their mind or whatever on their mind. But you want them to speak their mind. You don't want them
not too much.
You can't even take it from them now because it's everywhere.
Not too much, because if we somewhere and you say the wrong thing, now I'm looking like, what the fuck are you raising, man?
Because what we talk about in the house, you don't even talk about when we
No, for real, and they will do it in public.
Because Mom, you said you was on the diet.
Well, shut your ass up.
My son said, "Mom, I said, I can't wait." He said, "Why did you gain weight?" I said, "Because Mom, you been happy." He said, "Yeah, too happy." I said, "Oh, fuck." Like, what is happening?
I can't be that happy and drinking this shit. I'm guilty.
Guess not. No more out eating for us.
They are many bosses.
Right.
They don't pay us
They
anything.
don't.
No. They just take.
So I can say my mom guilt mostly is that at one point they had me all to themselves. And now I'm trying to flourish in my career and being me because my kids are finally grown, that I feel like I'm not there all the time for them like I used to be. So that's where my mom guilt comes. Because I'm like, well, you know, I've been taking care of y'all and being a housewife basically and being home, but now I gotta like step out. We in California now, you gotta have like 5 hustles. So like, I can't be in the house.
Even going to work, sometimes be like, damn, am I working too much?
Right.
Like,
especially in like the summertime coming up. Like, what are you gonna do with your kids during the summer? Like, what are you gonna do with the kids in the summer? Like, I'm like, my son's like 12. He's kind of too big for a summer camp, isn't he? Like, but I want him to have fun too while I'm at work. And you know, us being the generation that we are, we're trying to be proactive parents at the same time.
We're trying to be the best that we
can be.
All around, from parents to just
the culture,
everything. Like,
it's no no dictionary to this shit
at all.
But I'm gonna even rewind. I feel like my mom guilt come in and just piggybacking off our last conversation with the daddies not being present.
Yes.
I'm overcompensating for dad not being around, right? So I'm now getting you shit that you probably ain't even ready for because I'm trying to overcompensate for dad not being here. So you might not even be ready for this PS5, but I'm gonna get it for you because you probably don't even know how to work this motherfucker.
I'm fine with just coming home and going in my room, and I'm like, you need to do something.
Go outside.
You need to be productive. Like, do something or whatever. She got a dog. She ain't done nothing. It was my granddog at once upon a time, but that's my dog now. Like, I'm like, that's your sister. She like, stop calling the dog my sister. I'm like, no, that's your sister.
They fall in love with the idea of having a dog. They don't want the responsibility
at all. So my mom guilt is giving her everything that I didn't have.
right.
Like, even like I said earlier or whatever, I'd be like, no. Then I'd be like, all right, so what you wanted?
That's so sad.
Like, oh God, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So you provide more gifts, or it's more so just the support for your child?
So I try to do more support, but she kind of like rubbed me off in a sense or whatever. So it be more so. I don't want to like feel a certain way or whatever because it do be gifts, but because when I do try to like speak some real shit or whatever, I feel like it be going over her head, not even through one ear and out the other, just go fucking over her shit, and then later on in life she be like, I do remember you saying that. I'm like, the fuck you talking about? Like, duh, the fuck that shit be real. Like, listen to me when I say that shit.
No,
but like, my guilt is more so gifts or whatever, and it is, and I'm not ashamed to say it or whatever because she don't be listening to what the fuck I be saying or whatever. Even though I be trying to sit her down and she'll have an attitude, and I'm like, bruh, like literally, like, and that's how I have to talk to her. I be like, bruh, shut the fuck up, like, and listen to me. Cause I gotta stoop to your level a little bit or whatever, you know what I'm saying, for you to understand me or whatever. And that's just like, I just have one kid. Maybe if I had a younger kid, it'll probably be a little different or something. But because I only have one kid, I have one teenager in this society, in this all the influences around her, social media, other people, things, other kids being bringing differently from her and shit like that or whatever. So I try to stoop to her level in a sense, but I struggle with my anger. Like, I be mad as fuck. Like, I'll wake up on some good shit and I see her in the morning, I'd be like, good morning. And I'd be like, good morning.
Right.
Speak back when somebody else fucking speak to you, and that throw my whole morning off.
What if she's not a morning person?
From the, I don't give a fuck.
And that might be real. She may just not be a morning person.
But from the moment we get up and I'm telling her good morning, and I have to say it to you again, and then we get in the car and I gotta drop, I'm pissed off as fuck. Cause you're taking hella long.
I feel so bad, Brittany, because I'm not a morning person. So if somebody say good morning to me, I just might not say nothing back.
And that's fine. But I just might not say. But as a kid, you gotta have some morals and respect. You acknowledge people.
Imagine if you
because if we going to work, we gotta say good morning to the motherfuckers.
And that's what we gotta teach them too. That's what we teach them.
I tell mine. I say every time you walk in the room, I'm like, somebody always come back to me like, dang, what was wrong with her? I'm like, my daughter demeanor is fucked up. Right. I'm telling her, I'm like, Maya, I'm like, you don't have to smile everywhere you go, but at least when you do go around people, just be like, a smile. Right. Everybody, every time I take her somewhere or whatever, my boss, she holds a lot of women shit, like women conferences, all type of empowerment shit or whatever. And Maya, she get the youth to like be the front desk and all that type of stuff, and she pay them at the end of the day. And I be telling Maya, I'm like, smile, like, acknowledge people. I'm not telling you walk around with a smile all day, but when somebody look at you, y'all make the eye contact. You know what I'm saying, or whatever, and keep it pushing or whatever. Baby, this motherfucker look like she got an attitude all fucking day.
What if that's just her face?
You gotta fix
But it's funny because you see somebody, she's so beautiful, but it's
my baby is beautiful.
But they be having RBF. They can't help
sometimes it just be like, I'm not for people's shit.
And that's fine.
Not
that's
today.
Fine. But at least be able to turn it on and turn it off.
Because one day you gotta make your money and
they're not
if she was sitting in
able
this room with us right now, she'll be literally like this.
You know how some people are really
It's her face.
It's her demeanor, and I'm
you know
like,
how some people
are
are not really people
people.
Like they don't like they're very much so introverts. So and they recognize I'm an introvert. So it's like even like today, I was like, I gotta take a power nap. I need to recharge my social battery. Like I'm not. Like,
I didn't know how it was gonna go either. I pulled up. I seen the nigga. I got out the car. I said, "Girl, I'm nervous." She said, "We related."
I was so nervous. I said, "Oh my god."
Let's go outside and
I said, I gotta put my phone on D&D. I need to recharge my social battery because I don't know what I'm walking into. I'll call my sister today.
I don't either. I don't be meeting new girls.
Like, I know who you are. You know what I mean? I know everybody, but I'm like, I still don't know.
It's true though, because you gotta remember what today's society is. All women ain't the same.
Right.
It's like you might think they cool, but they really not.
Yeah, and they just,
some of you can't even be in the same room.
Because they could have came in the room and was like,
let me tell you.
It could have been like that. And I'm not even on front. I literally was like, damn, what these bitches be like, bitch, I don't like you. Like, and they give me that look or whatever. But I'm such a people person. I'm a people pleaser. So whenever I meet somebody or whatever, and that's, you know, in the career I've been, you know, and I'm in law right now or whatever, but it's always been a customer service type of thing for me or whatever from day one. My first job or whatever was an after school program, and then it was a movie theater. So I've always been interacting with people.
Right.
So even till this day or whatever, I'm an office manager for a law firm or whatever, but I'm the face of the law firm.
Right.
So from you calling to you emailing to you coming knocking at our door or whatever,
Right.
it's me.
you.
Right.
So I had to, you know what I'm saying, at a young age or whatever, turn my shit, boom. You know what I'm saying? I probably came in hungover.
Even on a bad fucking day, I'm like, hi.
I'm like, good morning. Hi. Thank you.
You know, I don't want to be in this
law offices.
But y'all know what's crazy? When I picked y'all, I knew y'all would have been a perfect.
I trusted you. I did.
I
the same
put
way.
y'all with somebody I know y'all would I don't know if y'all knew each other or not, but I'm just I think they would be the perfect fit together for this platform.
You know what? That was a good eye. That was a good eye because I'm a girl's girl, but I'm in my circle.
See, when you asked, I was like, it's on you. Like I really trust you. You know, we know each other, so I'm like, you know me, you kind of know my personality. So you ain't gonna put me with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like the vibes is just so like what? Like so. But I definitely was like, let me charge my social battery. You know what I mean? And people don't understand what people mean when you say you gotta charge your social battery because just like you said, your daughter. I'm an introvert, but I'm also an extrovert too. But I can turn that shit on and off.
Right.
But sometimes
I
don't. You
put me in a crowd.
Look,
I'm like, yeah.
That's that cancer. That's that cancer in you.
Oh my God,
but I am very much so.
But I like to have a good time. Like I'm a Leo. I like to have a good time. I can be around anybody, but I'm gonna still have a good time regardless of how you
I'm gonna have a
feel.
good time, but I'm gonna also scope the room.
Yeah,
Right.
Oh,
But
yeah,
you
right.
know what?
I
I can say
I'm one of those people while y'all having fun. I'm sitting there.
Y'all having so much fun.
No, not even while y'all having fun. Go ahead, have fun. I'm gonna be right here.
Just look.
Y'all turn back towards me. I'm
But like,
I'm watching everybody behind y'all.
Right. I'm scoping the room.
right. But I want to say because you have like we've all have like a little bit of teenage daughters or whatever. It was really hard for these kids to have social skills. Like they're so stuck in a phone and how they think things are supposed to be, and then they had COVID for 2 to 3 years.
I think phones make it easier.
But it does.
to communicate.
But no, it doesn't make because everything can be more. But everything can text.
But you can't verbally say to somebody.
But it's interpreted different ways, like text messages and things, and being out in public. Because you got to think, like we all were outside. You know, having fun,
kicking
friends, and everything.
though.
These kids don't even like going outside.
They don't at all.
They don't.
So, like, listen, they don't know how much sunlight is good for us. Fresh air is good for us.
Vitamin D.
You know what I'm saying? So they don't
The
understand.
phones definitely took over.
They did.
100%.
And especially during COVID because they got ripped out of a whole bunch of crucial years of their social development in years and things like that. So
and they work them better than us, baby. Because they still be showing me, and I'm like,
I be like, show
I
me how
am
you
not
do
that
this.
old. Like, come on now, what?
Why
make you feel
know how to hide messages, pin them on this. I'm like, what the fuck? Why y'all gotta do this?
Mine just told me how to
Them phones and shit. It's all types of shit
They
going
done
on
told
in
me
them
how to
phones.
look at the recently deleted.
Oh,
I said, oh my God.
that with text messages now.
And I found out
But
when I had my daughter
these
Instagram
kids is
connected to my
sneaky,
Instagram.
okay?
I'm like, why her notifications ain't popping up? She had them on silent.
Yes. They be
another
on the
shit.
whole other level.
Silent.
Yeah.
Cause for a hot second, I said, wait, why you? At first, the DMs was lit.
Yeah,
Like,
now they
that
on
was silent.
silent.
I had to go
Maybe they were
through.
still coming through, but on motherfucking
Let me tell
silent.
you, she had it on night mode in the daytime.
Yeah, internet, yeah, it is.
What?
Okay, wait. Let me tell you, cause y'all is airing out all these babies.
Baby, she had on nighttime.
Baby, look, daughter.
They trying to catch you up, girl.
I like it. Do you, boo? Do you?
No, ma'am. Okay. At 9 a.m., it was like it was 10 p.m. Okay.
Okay, so I have a question for you guys. Okay, so what do you think is the most important lesson you need to teach your kids at this day and age?
Loyalty.
Respect.
Awareness. And I say awareness.
I say loyalty. I say loyalty because loyalty will get you a long way, along with respect. But if you loyalty opens up the door for so many opportunities when you're loyal.
Right.
Like you can be loyal, but you
a certain
also have to
extent.
know when you're supposed to be loyal to a fault.
Right.
But my job is to teach you loyalty. My job is to teach you what messiness looks like.
Yes.
What they say?
My
Fake it till
job
you
is
make
to
it.
teach you. So when my daughter is having certain conversations and she don't know I have her room right next to mine, primarily for a reason, because I can be nosy.
The oldest one, right?
And get the oldest. Because I feel like I gotta give you more ism than I give the 12.
No,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're going into high school, so I need to really be in your
You gotta
business.
mold her.
Like I'm really where I'm telling her, oh, that's messy. Like, cause didn't you say that girl was your friend?
Right.
So if she your friend, why you talking about her to somebody else?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm teaching you where that's you
The messiness for sure.
You know what I mean?
I definitely can chime in on that.
You out of pocket.
I literally be listening to mine. I'm like,
And that's what
fuck
I'm
you doing? I'm like, no.
That's
you ain't doing that.
that's
I'm
not
like,
a friend.
And I'm
you
just
wonder
waiting
why
on
you got all this
to
shit
just
coming
like
back
each
on you.
other.
This is
Right.
going
You got your
karma.
sister,
This is
that's all you
karma,
need.
baby.
You know what's
Karma.
funny? I just told my daughter, I said, they call my mom Mimo. I said, Mimo used to tell me when I was younger, karma is like picking a number at DMV. You never know when your number gonna be picked. They could be, your number could be B13. They could be at B12. And guess what the fuck they gonna do? They gonna jump to G17. You gonna be like, wait a minute. I thought I was next.
Listen, the craziest thing, right? So my
No, for
daughter,
real.
kids literally like, and I don't know if it was hate or it was whatever it was or whatever, right? So I literally just changed my number in December, right? I had the same number for 12 years. So December, I just changed my number or whatever. Before that, all my daughter from elementary to middle school to her beginning years of freshman year or whatever, my number was the same. So girls remember my number. So I used to get random messages like, did you know your daughter out here doing this? And they'll send me screenshots of like a Twitter page she had or a spam page she had and hella shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to tell her like, everybody you think that's your friend is not your friend.
Right.
These same motherfuckers that you gave my number to come over with, bet you they handed my shit out because it was random.
good.
It was random numbers that would text me like, this what your daughter doing? Like for multiple times. I found out so much shit that my kid was doing from other motherfuckers. Until this day, I'm telling her like, watch your surroundings. Be mindful.
And stop telling everybody.
And stop telling everybody your motherfucking business.
Everybody don't need to know what you got going
They
on.
don't.
I
They
said
don't.
to this day, my closest friends do not know everything that I have going
And
on.
right now-
Number one, I don't kiss and tell. You don't do that. You don't do nothing and tell. Because you can't put no trust in nobody but God, baby.
Don't put your trust
I
in no
said
nigga,
if it ain't me,
Bitch.
if it ain't me, please
Stupid
shut
hoe.
up.
Stupid hoe, how you
I'm like, you can't, and it's funny because I'm so proud of my daughter because kudos to you, 𝓸𝓷𝓷𝓻.
Girl, go to
I'm
Raji.
kudoing my baby because right now she getting ready to go to high school, but she is transitioning and she's seeing how how we say, this ain't your friend, this ain't your friend. And she's seeing how these people are turning out not to be her friend.
I'm going to
you know what I mean?
And it don't even matter how much
it's so messed up.
It's so messed up. They are the most hated and the most sweetest.
And it's like,
and the kids in that little house, and I'm so open.
And it's like, my baby,
and I deal with that every day. I be at the school every day.
I'm gonna tell my daughter because I know she's gonna watch this podcast. And she's gonna say, Mom, don't tell too much. But she had a fight recently, right? And prior to the fight, the morning of, the young lady was texting her like, hey, you want snacks? You want to bring you some snacks from my house? And whatever. And my daughter, like, I commend her because her cutoff game is so just crucial. I'm like, damn, I wish I had that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you cut a motherfucker water off. Like, ain't no... Like, and it's certain people who she'll give them second chances to, and I'm like, fuck, like, I hate you gave them a second chance. I would have raised you with this
that
Then, but it's like, at the same time, because of her background, she's forgiven for some, and she know how to cut some off. But I'm like, damn, you got it kind of backwards. You cut off the wrong motherfucker sometimes.
It be like that.
And it be like that was the people they kept with around. And then the people who you should have cut, you should have cut them from the gate. But it takes experiences. But the young lady was texting her like, you want snacks? They had their little kiki moment. It was going back and forth because she's real sassy, mouth. She's a Scorpio. So that mouth is slick. And so the girl turned around after that little seance, whatever. The girl like, oh, you want some snacks? And 𝓸𝓷𝓷𝓷𝓻 like, yeah, like, it's cool, whatever. Like, I'm contributing. Like, I'm like, okay, daughter, like, you standing on business. Like, all right. She like, bring the snacks. It's cool. Next thing you know, they had a fight the same day. So I'm like,
fighting over
the snacks,
but nothing.
It was the wrong.
How about the snacks was
It was the wrong. It was the wrong.
But the thing was, it's so
bitch, you want the wrong snacks.
It's so messed up because these kids will fight based on somebody else egging them to fight.
You
know what I mean?
Friday, I just picked up my kids, getting dressed, about to start my day at 10 o'clock. And had to go up to the school. My daughters is outside with the principal and security. I'm like, hold on.
Right.
What's going on? Why
all
they out at school?
Somebody else egging the people on.
They're about to fight a girl, but everybody
Girl, 10 a.m. Girl, it was 8 a.m. for me.
Why y'all on all these activities so early?
The girl went to school with sweats and shit.
My coffee just kicked in.
Come on.
What the fuck is going on?
Oh, she was prepared.
I just
You went to school. You knew what was going to happen to come 8:30 or
How about
I just pulled up to work.
At 10 a.m. I just started talking to my coworkers.
I said, what?
I don't even know.
I said, I just dropped her off.
It's
What? You want me to leave? I don't even know if I can leave.
We used to fight after school.
Right.
No, they didn't wait till after school.
We're trying to meet you at the block. Like, why is we
all the kids is just waiting to record it and airdrop it to the whole school.
But it was
because my nephew at Hillview, they get the
Had the
way
video.
in. You know what I'm saying? And they get it out there and calling me. I'm like,
so when she had the fight, right? She called me. She called me. She like, Mama, they jumped me. So instantly, I'm like,
get dropped.
I tell the boss, I'm like, I gotta go. I ain't even waiting on her response. Right? I'm not waiting on her response at all.
For sure.
And so I get there, they tell the story. So I tell my daughter, I said, well, you know, I mind you, I'm like, let me stop at home, grab some sweats real quick, right?
Because I don't know what's going to happen.
Mamas be ready, okay? That's what they kids.
I'm like, let me stop at home real quick. Because mind you, I went to dress that day with a dress on, some sandals. You know what I mean? I'm assistant manager at a joint, so I'm. You know, some days I might bum it, but I'm like, this day I got on a dress. I'm trying to be cute.
Right.
But I get that phone call. I'm like, oh, I gotta go. I'll be back. Like, knowing I ain't gonna be back because this shit might go bad.
I gotta get with somebody. Mama.
And I'm like, damn, I don't even got time to be doing no sweat. So at this point, you gonna get in a dress, whoever mama you is. We in
whatever.
I don't know. So my niece on her way, she like, TT, I bring you some sweat. So I'm like, it's cool.
Damn, period.
But we get there, come to find out, it wasn't really a jump. You know, I told my daughter, I said, okay, this is where we gotta have that communication, right? Because what you feel is jumping, somebody else may feel, you know, like, granted, okay, you had to fight, everybody got haters. You don't know who your haters are, so everybody gonna get their little licks in the middle of the fight.
True.
But you didn't get jumped.
So if multiple people,
it
was an equal fight. Like, granted, okay, somebody made a why you fighting?
That's
but
period.
My thought process is you tell me you got jumped.
Y'all fighting, that ain't a
You
jump.
telling me when you tell
jump
me
out
you
that
got
shit,
jumped.
then you get with that motherfucker that
I'm thinking you telling me.
That's when your friends gonna jump.
No. And see, granted, people all did, but I'm like, my thought process when you said jumped, I'm thinking my baby just got dogged, and so I need to see all y'all mama, right? I don't know who the fuck raising y'all, but let me make an example out of your mama.
No,
for the kid, you know what I'm saying? Just to let you know how you conduct yourself, you know, when you dealing with somebody else's kid. So I said, okay, baby, I need for you to learn how to use your words, because when you say jump down, I'm calling. You know what I mean? I'm making phone calls.
Everybody
you got the troops finna line up, and it ain't even what it is. So it's that thing where I feel like in teaching our kids, we have to teach them the communication aspect of things, because we can find ourselves in some stuff that
ready to beat
can
somebody's
be
kid
so
and motherfucking mama ass.
alleviated by you just saying, "Mama, well, I had a fight and a couple people put their hands on me," but when you say, "Mama, they jumped me," oh my God, I'm like, wait a minute.
But because y'all know I'm devil's advocate, I want to ask. So you don't want to get the whole story before you just go up there and
hell no.
But see, that's because everybody's talking about.
boy first, so I don't know how the girls.
I've dealt with girls and boys. Like,
but I've been put in a situation where Maya was wrong.
That's where a lot of the issues are, because us as parents and being overprotective, we just want to jump and understand and take up for our kids. But a lot of the time, sometimes shit be going. Our kids are on it. I'm telling you, I have raised kids from 12 to 21.
My loyalty don't work like that. My loyalty is right around like
I'm at the school. I'm not about to see her ask
No,
what happened.
I
ask when I'm up there.
But yes, that's what I'm saying. When we get
what
there,
happened?
yes. But at the same time, back to the question of what is one thing we want to teach our kids, and we're talking about loyalty and everything. Like, my thing for me is hard work. A lot of our kids think everything comes easy to them because we give them everything that we didn't have.
Our children think they
entitled to everything. So I drive it to my kids. It's hard work.
And we do feel bad when we be like, no, you're not getting it. Let's be
we're
honest. We're gonna get it. As much shit we talk, we gonna get that shit every time. Come on.
Imagine you going shopping for yourself, and then you think like, damn, I might as well give this to my daughter.
Hey, that was like today at Target.
That's every day.
even though you're undeserving.
This little two-piece, she like, oh, I do like it.
You very
what size you want, an extra small?
Because we know.
So just give me a small.
They feel they entitled to everything, but we entitle them to everything.
But we entitle them, and that's only because we're
it's us too.
So who is it to blame?
So you know, it's not, but it is to us. But at the same time, I don't blame myself because
they should have did that to me, so I know.
But you know what? Coming from
you could have said no, bitch. You could have said no.
It's the guilt.
You said yes. You didn't say no. You could have said no.
I didn't get it. So
It was on her. It was on her. It wasn't her parents. It was her.
Let me tell you, I didn't get all that shit.
I have to work hard for my spread the one up.
I blame my mama, my daddy.
Sorry, mine. But say sorry, mine.
But wait, because I'm gonna ask you at the same time. How much are your kids really cleaning up in the house?
24/7.
Dead
I
ass.
cook. The
My
girls clean the
4-year-old
kitchen,
is
wash
about
the
to
dishes,
clean up.
mop, everything.
See, this is my thing.
I get the kitchen
That's what
cleaned up.
I
I get the
Look,
clean
everything. I ain't gonna even lie.
They clear y'all in the Maya because they do they shit with cleaning up. They do.
You got to teach your kids
have to.
because if you don't, they're gonna be.
See, this is my thing.
They're not gonna.
I'm not gonna say this is my thing. I cook.
They're not sure.
It's days where I come home from work and the shit is done. And it's some days I come home from work and I'm like, what the fuck? Why has nothing? Why I'm just
we flip out.
because I'm looking at the camera because now in today's society where we didn't have it, unfortunately, we didn't have it on camera. We got them cameras, so I know when you walked in my door. I know how long you been in my house.
I know what you was doing, what you were doing.
So why the fuck you done been in the house for an hour and 2
and why you ain't the third fucking day?
Maybe they're tired from school.
I don't give a fuck because I'm tired when I come home from work.
And that can
So
be true.
maybe they're tired. I don't give a fuck. Like, because I be tired.
My daughter always
come home
tired.
from work
She either
and I
tired or
come
her allergies take over. But me as a cancer, I'm nurturing. When I come home, I'll be like, I tell her to take, XYZ out the freezer, whatever, boom, she'll do it. Or that morning before we leave, I'll take it out.
Right.
So when I come home, I'm cooking. And I done recorded bringing the plate to my daughter because I'm a giver, I'm a caterer. So, you know what I'm saying? She happy in her bed like, oh, mom,
Got a
brought
whole
my
ass
plate.
cooked meal.
You feel me? Hella cooked meal. You feel me? From the vegetables to the starch to the poultry. Baby, with your drink and the ice on the side. And I love catering to my daughter. Like, but it's like, damn, like, you gonna be fucked up sometimes. Like, oh, God. So I be kind of conflicted. Like, do I cater to her? Do I
I'll be
bust off on her?
irritated because I get up at 5 in the morning and sometimes start my dinner.
Yeah.
So my thing is, if I'm getting up at 5, I get up at 5, honey.
Oh, period. 5 o'clock in the morning, starting my
I'm
dinner.
seasoning my meat at 5 a.m. because I know my schedule,
I ain't waking
right?
up at 5
I'm
I'm
up in the
that night, and next day we gonna have it.
Like
When you get home, smelling like
I'm making it. I'm seasoning it. So when they come home, all you need to do is hit the oven and put that shit in
Just
the
throw
oven.
what I did.
So that's all I need you to do. So when I come home,
yeah.
all I gotta do is bust out the sides and
At
we
least
good to go.
At least you got kid options. I just got one child.
See, you know.
And she lazy as
Well, I need to have my
Mine's
son
is lazy,
today,
though.
I be cooking
So,
everything. I'll be like, damn.
You see, I
I mean, I just want to say, y'all kids is old enough. Y'all up at 5 a.m. making food for them. We could be in the gym. I'm just saying. At 4:30, I'm up getting ready to go to the gym because fuck y'all kids.
Okay, we got the gym, babe. We got the gym, babe. I come home on my lunch break. Because I'm fortunate to work.
Because they ain't gonna feed us if we hungry.
I come home on my lunch break because I'm fortunate to work in the same city.
Oh, you had that's good.
And I do what I do, you know what I'm saying? I move my around, and then boom, by the time I come home,
We love
I come
our
home,
kids,
it's good.
y'all. Our kids
Yeah,
make
love them
the
kids.
world
We love our kids.
They make the world go around, y'all.
Shout out to our kids.
Shout out to them.
Because them babies
We
eat
love you,
without
my
y'all. Them
God.
babies eat turkey wings on a Wednesday.
I got a couple of kids.
No, for real.
Yeah.
Okay,
They love
so-
when I make the steak. They be like, oh, we having steak tonight.
What kids you know eating Sunday dinner on a Wednesday?
Hello, yams, macaroni and cheese.
I be like,
Motherfucking gravy and rice.
And then they don't want leftovers. They want you to cook again.
No, you better warm that shit the
and
fuck
then
up.
we be like, damn, I don't think we should have ate
Oh,
this
no.
like this big.
Big
Damn.
bag shit.
Mine's is taking the pictures of the plates and showing them at school.
Big back at
Mine
telling the people,
Mine taking
Mama,
place to the
Mama,
security.
they said you should start making
Security
plates.
texted me like, B,
I need
where
a
are
plate.
plates? I'm like,
Wait. Mom, you should start making plates because the kids said your food tastes good and the presentation
My
is
kids
nice.
be having their friends
What?
bring their friends over to get a plate. I be like,
Okay, well, next time we going to make it a potluck.
Yes.
A potluck podcast. Everybody
Because they said turkey wings. I think I
I
heard
love a
you said
smoked turkey
rice.
I love a turkey
I
neck.
just said, I
A
mean,
little rice and gravy and green, a motherfucking yam, all that shit.
Let me tell you that with the crab and
Let me tell you.
I got a chef next to me.
Yes, but I
Okay.
No, dead ass.
Y'all know I be coming with the questions, right? I be getting y'all all riled up. Okay, so do you date men with multiple children?
I don't necessarily date with multiple children. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't be against it because I come with 3. I would not be against it because I got 3. So who am I to be like, oh, you got hella kids? You know what I mean? You can have 5 as long as you take care of them 5. I'm cool as long as I know we can. I see you actively with your kids. That's something that I look at. If you have kids and you're actively with your kids, first off, that's a turn on to me. Okay. I love that shit. Like, baby, can I be your baby?
Yeah.
What if he got multiple kids and he don't take care of his kids?
We can't even talk.
Problem. We ain't
Red flag. I'm not talking to nobody.
On the plane, bruh.
I'm clowning your ass too. Like,
why is you never with them? Look, I'm
at all. What's wrong?
Why are you never?
I don't discriminate either because I got 3 kids, so it'd be hella crazy. I ain't messing with you because you got hella kids.
I got 3. Like that's like 10.
When I say hella kids, that means you dealing with additional baby mama drama.
And that's why
I don't want. See, you know what? See, this is where I gotta be fake way real. Because
what, Lord Jesus, I'm scared.
Speak that shit, cause we can't make this.
Let me tell you, I feel like this should be so weird because it's a such thing as bitter baby daddy, sad and unhappy. Like that. You know how niggas let us like play the thing like it's a baby mama bitter, sad and unhappy. It's a such thing as a bitter baby daddy, sad and unhappy.
It is.
Like despite what their situation may be, because what I know is you can't take away the woman that I am
at all,
right? And just because it's not you that I'm catering to, it's going my heart and who I am don't change based off of what our experience was.
Right.
I'm just gonna take that and take those lessons that I learned from you and now take that to the next person and cultivate and build on that. Right?
Right.
So a nigga know when you was the ultimate prize, right? They know that. So it's definitely a such thing as bitter baby daddy, sad and unhappy. Like
definitely
that is a thing. So
they're never gonna admit it, but it's
that they'll never admit that shit. Like you would be like, damn, like nigga, you think I'm hating on you and your little baby mama? Like I don't give a fuck about you
at all. Like not at all.
Like
he just wants you to take care of his kids.
That's it. I'm the big dog.
I'm past y'all.
But what if it's not?
I'm the big dog for real.
Right, you carry the weight, honey.
All of it.
But what if it's not the baby daddy? What if it's the female that he has around?
It's just the females that have around with the baby daddies. It's
right.
like if you land around with a nigga that ain't taking care of his kids and you okay with that, and you got it made over here and his kids over here stressing and sad and you just laid back chilling,
right.
What are you doing?
Your karma.
Your relationship fucked up then because it's like I'm not laying with no nigga that ain't doing
mentally
because bring the kids or whatever. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's
my thing is don't be mad when that shit turn around and it be you.
Yeah,
because
or your
because
the table's
be laughing at your dumb ass because you thought it was funny when it was me and mom.
Got it made with these niggas.
Cause I'm
what are you doing?
Cause I'ma still be big dog when he leave your dumb ass, right?
Or while you still just sitting there being dumb.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
so at the end of the day, I think a lot of that shit is even them bitches envious.
What they say on they say at the end of the day,
the day gon' end. So I don't think about it. I don't. It's not even a thought for me because
right. What was the
tables
question again?
Right. Because I don't think about it. I just my thing is, you know, at the end of the day
gonna end.
I hope it don't be you.
Right, because the tables do always turn.
The tables definitely turn.
Keep rotating.
And eventually, hopefully, the person grow up.
Right.
The man grows up and he takes accountability for his actions.
Sometimes it's too late.
It is, but it's like if you land with a dude and y'all got something y'all in love and you're not uplifting him with trying to be a better father or let's put something together. Like what can we do to make you build?
You got hella baby mama drama. Let me help you figure it the fuck out.
Because I'm trying to
just
plan
land there with him and just let him not do
that.
Y'all just both
like that's some all that shit. Like it's time to build some shit. It's time to realize
it's so confused about
some
You
shit.
never know
all
that
that
you
shit.
get that.
It's 2024.
It's too many trauma kids. My kids, like, you know,
Right.
grow
Make
with
a
it.
difference.
So it's just like, don't do that.
but
That's just weird.
Right.
These kids is too tied into social media to do all that. Because then they see you living your life and they see whatever you got going
And they're
on.
like, so what can
And
you
they
tell
like,
me?
Yes, social
What
media.
you trying
do
to
it
tell
too.
me?
No, dead
I'm gonna
ass.
grab your ass like,
Because
let me
social media
fucking tell
get my
you.
kids too from seeing they dad's family members post different stuff and they be like, why I don't get posted on my birthday or why did it?
Yeah.
And I be like, just unfollow them, delete it, just too much. It don't even matter why you
Right.
wasn't
Don't
posted.
even look
I
at that
posted
shit.
you a million times. If they post like it don't even matter.
Right.
Like we good over here. You good.
You know,
And
That's all that matters.
And that's my mama
honestly-
guilt too though. From them missing their dad parts because I'm the only girl, so they never had a auntie experience. They don't know how I feel to have a
Oh,
TT
damn.
or an auntie
Right.
because
She
I'm
got
the
all
only girl.
uncles,
But they
all-
got aunties on dad's side that they not really close
Yeah.
to. So my guilt as a mom, I'm being an auntie, a dad,
All that
a
shit,
mom,
all that shit.
a friend.
But
So it's
you
just
know
like,
what? And
golly, what do we do?
It's also you and then your support system.
My
Right,
support system.
right.
So that's
Support
good.
system is general.
Yes.
And that's why,
genuine
and
too.
that's
So
why it's
you
so
have-
important to take time out for yourself.
and I don't.
Mm-hmm.
So it
Wait,
I'm just saying. My 12-year-old.
But you're not
I'm
out
just
here
saying.
economy and
I don't
fucking
need
cutting
to.
yourself. We're not
My
doing that.
12-year-old boy, him and his girlfriend was 12 too.
Oh, Lord. Not 12.
Oh dear
12.
Oh dear God.
So you
Was
let them
sending
have
him.
touching finish.
No, girl. I just went through his
Yeah,
phone and I
at the age
seen
of
child
12.
pornography. I was like, oh God, we're
12
going to
years
jail.
old.
I was like, we going to jail.
I'm
He's
gonna
like,
beat your ass
can
at
I get
12
some
years
coochie? I'm
old.
like, coochie?
Oh, I'm not ready.
It's the coochie.
Not
But y'all are 12.
Like, imagine what we was doing. We was
Yeah.
little though.
Not 12,
That's
though.
all
Maybe like 14.
We was only playing
Ain't
hide and go
nobody
get it
coochie
at about
nothing at
12.
12 years
I don't
old.
know if I was really trying to think about all that other stuff. I
But
was
my
like,
daughter too.
we could run and play tag and you could tap it.
Like,
want to
know.
know.
Like, let's be real, little boy.
Hide and go get it.
I go get it.
Humping and hiding.
Oh, we was only
We used to love hide and seek.
Baby,
At
I
12 was
the
the favorite game, right? Let me tell you, at 12 we was on the block playing hide and go get it
My
at the
kids
court.
ain't allowed to play that. That ain't even allowed. No hide and seek. Nothing. No.
Mom never played that.
I'm so scared. That's why we are the mothers that we are today, because I feel like we knew what the fuck we was.
Right.
Cause I be thinking, I be like, damn, at 15, 12,
Baby, I had the flattest chest and I was like,
sweet baby Jesus. That's when I found out I had an ass. Okay, I was
Touch
like,
this
ooh,
flat-ass
you
shit.
back there? I never knew.
there.
I never knew my whole life I had boobies. I never knew.
Shit, I was in 5th grade with D titties, and
I
they was
said,
like,
touch
flash
these
me. I'm like, what does that
flat-ass
mean?
titties.
This
This chest was flat. and
I didn't
said,
know
touch
I
me.
had a body until I was in the 7th grade, and when I found that out, I was a tomboy, right? Because I
Hey,
grew up around
I was a
hella
tomboy,
boys,
too.
so I was a tomboy. But when I found
a
out
little
that the
horny
boys was
tomboy,
like,
though.
"Ooh, you kind of like got it," I was like, "Oh, I do." Like, tell me something I didn't know.
See, I was a horny tomboy. Like I knew I was humping boys and
I was
humping
playing
shit.
basketball and shit.
Oh, you
Like,
was bringing they fantasies
Baby,
to life,
I
honey.
was dry humping like a motherfucker.
look, and here I was trying to just shoot a
Baby, I was dry humping niggas from 83rd to 82nd to 81st in Burston. Hey, I was a dry humping hoe. I ain't gonna lie.
We're not recording, so you good?
Why?
This is that stuff
I
I
thought
know.
we was
This is
recording.
for the,
No,
this
yes,
is
we
for the
are.
old
That's
boys.
being true.
This shit is live and direct. Stop playing.
We not posting this one. This is
Yeah.
It's
For
some
only
truth.
boys. Y'all gonna give me
It was
wait.
After dark.
This the motherhood special, you guys.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put a damper. I stopped dry humping when I got molested.
We in trouble.
We're not.
For real.
Okay,
I'm gonna cut the whole conversation right there. I
Alright.
stopped dry humping when I got molested. That was a hard.
We're done.
We didn't know how to react. We were caught off guard.
No lie. That's
Look, I'm looking at
guard.
I'm looking at
That was a nervous laugh.
It's
That was
I'm not laughing at that.
I know.
I'm looking at the camera talking about.
No, on some real shit. it. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. When I got, I mean, it happened. Like, when that happened to you, your whole perspective changed about a lot of shit. That's why, especially, my daughter is young, but y'all daughter is older, so we have to embrace that in them. If something does happen to them, they gotta speak the fuck up. Like, they can't hide that
don't
shit.
even matter how you.
Like, even if somebody touch you in the, like, just touch you in a different way.
That's why I'm like, if you don't feel comfortable with it, let me know, and I'll tell you if it was. Oh, that was okay, or no, that wasn't okay, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I still installed that in her. I still installed that in her.
Wait, is it really recording?
Yes.
Oh,
this is really recording.
I still install that in her. To this day,
You
I'm
have to, but at the same time, like every woman takes different types of abuse differently. Like me personally, I was 6 years old when it happened to me, and before in my family, it's happened before by the same person. But me being the 6-year-old, I was the one that stood up to my mother and told her like, this is what happened to me, because I was very mature for my age. My mom been sick. I was raising my sister already at 6 years old. So like I did tell somebody, but at the same time, like a lot of victims just can't say anything because it paralyzes them on the inside, and they don't want to cause a big commotion and a lot of different issues. And it's hard for a lot of people to really voice what happened to them. It is a lot, because a lot of times there's a lot of victim shaming. You know, there's a lot of, well, maybe you should have done what you was doing, where you was at.
Like what I said. Why is your daughter around my son?
Now it's my fault. Oh,
and then so it's really hard to really try to understand everybody's perspective or how they take things, because everybody's different. You don't, like, a lot of people don't know what they would do in that situation. Even if they're in it, still you can swear you're going to act one certain way, but at the point sometimes you're just paralyzed because you're like, oh, there's a lot of people around, it's a party, we've all been drinking, maybe like I'm in the wrong or whatever. When in the end, like, everybody should have self-control, but at the end of the day, who's teaching these young men or guys or men to have self-control?
But you know what's crazy?
But it's not even the guys. It could be a whole female that did that.
But you know what's funny? I appreciate it because my daughter just did something where a boy was saying like, oh, can I come to your house? And she was like, oh, my mom at home. So I go through her phone. Like, I'm randomly like, let me see your phone. Like, I'm not, when I feel it, I'm in that shit. Like, it's moments where I might be chillaxed, but I'm like, let me see your phone real quick. And it be the least expected time. And she had a conversation where the boy was saying like, let me come to your house. And she was like, oh, my mom at home. So I instantly was like, what the fuck this was about? So if I wasn't at home, just want the nigga come over. She like, Mom, we got cameras. Why would I do that? I said, oh. So we didn't have cameras. We was gonna have a nigga in my house. She was like, Mom, no. And I said, but this is my issue. Why are you even giving a person an opportunity to even think that this is the type of female that you are? Right? You should be telling nigga from the gate when he asked you that, you should have said, hey, check this out. Ain't nobody coming to my house. You crazy. I said, let me tell you, I'm grown as shit. This my house. And I can have any nigga coming. I can have a nigga coming in here 7 days a week, a different nigga, and ain't nobody finna even try to come to me as far as, can I come to your house? Because I'm not giving off that type of persona that it's okay for you to even pick me up from my joint. You pick me up from my grandma's house. Everybody know Big Mama. Everybody know where the fuck she stay. So I don't even feel no type of way telling you where she stay at. Come pick me up from over here. And if you think that's where I live,
pick me up on Birch Street where everybody outside.
If you think that's where I live, that's on you to think that's where I live, but you would never know where me and my kids really lay our head at because I don't know what you on. But I tell her, like, you don't never want to, you want to be cognizant of what you give off. If you giving off this the type of female that you are, at the end of the day, a person gonna treat you by what you're giving off. If we walk around like hoes, we can't be mad when a nigga try to talk to us and treat us like we a hoe.
And we gotta teach them
if you walking out here with short shorts and your titties out and your ass cheeks hanging out, you only gonna get one thing. A nigga is only finna come at you with some hoe shit. But if you carry yourself with class, a nigga that's normally used to popping that hoe shit, he gonna be kind of nervous.
Okay, but let me ask you a question. Do you think kids in high school and stuff have that maturity to be like that?
No, I feel like they do.
So they're gonna try it because this is their.
They do. They don't.
But that's not. But wait, let me ask you you a question because this is the first time these young boys are just trying to get their feet wet in the
And
game.
that's cool.
So they're trying everything. So
with
when our daughters or whatever have never been in that position before to have something like that, so maybe she's been like, oh, my mama's at home because she know that's gonna like steer them off without making it weird.
You might be right. You might be on to something. But my thing is,
but we can do from that experience.
But that's
teach
cool,
them.
and I get that. But I feel like to even alleviate it, don't even let nobody else ask you that. Don't even give him the second opportunity to come to ask you that, right? Because he feeling like the only reason you didn't let him come was because moms was at home. That was the only reason I didn't get that pass. Right? So my job is to say, all right, daughter, check this out. I get where your head was at, but don't even let a nigga think that that's even cool. Because guess what? When we put our stop sign up to one thing, they gonna try again. That's in a nigga. That's in a nigga nature. It's in a nigga nature to now try to find a way around that angle. So now, if I know mom's really at work, let me ask again and see what she might say.
Right.
You know, I done caught my daughter in so many incidents where she done made up so many lies, and I'm like, just be 100. This ain't even that type of situation, bruh. I'm not even given allotted that time to do that type of things. Like I'm telling you, my mama is so hip to what the fuck is really going on because she's been that teenager. You know what I'm saying? So I knew what it was like for moms to be at work and do what the fuck I wanted to do.
Through that
you
shit.
know what I mean?
So
I know what that shit is like. So that's why you got cameras when you walk through the front door. That's why after you make it through the front door, you hit a whole nother camera. After you hit that, you hit a whole nother camera. The only privacy is when you make it up to the joint. You not hitting at the bottom level. I'm already know all you doing from the time you hit the
y'all
door.
see all of this security that we gotta have nowadays. Cause back in the day we ain't had no.
We ain't had that shit. And not to y'all because I did have my kid when I was 20, whatever. But my mama was on game because when mama had her, my mom had her child when she was 15. So my mom did her due diligence like you getting on birth control at 16 because I'm trying to alleviate whatever the fuck what I've been through. My sister was pregnant at 16. So my mom is like, okay, now second daughter. I learned from my first mistake. I learned from my own mistake. My grandma had my mama when she was 14. So it's like somebody got to break the generational curse to say we ain't having no more childhood pregnancies. You know what I'm saying? But just think, if it's so we didn't take the torch from what we dealt with, we'd be dealing with the same shit. No, like even with, dad. Like that was I know how you look at it like, fuck, like you was fucked up. But then it's like, fuck, you want to be a granny?
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying?
Baby, I'm gonna tell you now.
You know what I'm saying? But back in the day, that was the shit.
I ain't doing it.
What?
So I can better do it with you.
Right.
Better do it with myself. How the fuck you think I'm doing with you and you?
So we be looking at that shit like we gotta be on all hands, eyes, feet, toes on deck because these niggas. The shit don't change.
Right.
But I had a nigga treat my daughter sideways, turn around, show up with flowers and teddy bears and all this shit. I was pissed off because I'm like, nigga, you making my daughter think you can disrespect her and then come around and then turn around the next day and present her with a flower and some bears and that makes shit everything sweet.
So now she gonna let
me tell you how I'm gonna flip it.
Hold on,
turn around
the
and do
kids
some good
doing that
shit.
shit?
Let me tell you.
Yeah, they
The
do.
nigga turned around, disrespected my 14-year-old, turned around the next day, pulled up to the fucking bus stop with a flower teddy bear, a gift for me because I told her, you
let me ease
you
along.
done.
Let me ease along.
You know what I'm saying? He pulled up with a gift for me because I told her in that moment, like, you can't talk to him. Like, as your mama, I already see where this shit going. Like, you calling my daughter out her name, it ain't nothing to justify. Like, yeah, these niggas gonna be these niggas, but it's nothing that you're doing at 13 that's gonna constitute
because you're 13
talking to you like that. You know what I mean? You ain't cheating on a nigga. You ain't fucking a nigga. You ain't doing nothing that's gonna constitute a nigga talking to you sideways. Right. So in my brain, he's cut. We ain't even entertaining dog. So that nigga turned around, bought my baby them motherfucking bears that we see in 7-Eleven. That nigga bought me.
Got my dog.
finna buy my baby a bigger rose teddy bear, nigga, and bought her real flowers, nigga, and bought her balloons. Nigga, it's nothing you're gonna be able to do to think that you finna win over my daughter with your disrespect.
Right. Salute to the real mamas out
Like,
there.
you not about to
hold
do
that
that
shit down.
Cause
Who
they
Over
fuck?
and beyond.
Who the fuck do you think you are, little boy? And who raising you?
Sour Patch Mama.
The boys be they be trying it, huh?
I was so confused.
And it's crazy because all kids don't come from this. You know what I'm saying?
They don't.
I was so
Cause dealing with my
confused.
daughters and all their friends, how they come around, and a lot of them is doing stuff that my kids not doing right now.
Right.
And I'm having
Because you
deeper
trying to fake shelter them
conversations
in the same
with
time,
my
but still
kids
want them to
because
be
it's
hip
like
on
we're
shit.
starting to talk about sex and starting to talk about
Right.
stuff that I didn't know I was about to talk to this soon. But now I am, and it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's just so crazy
Girl from
the
birth,
conversations
It's
now
scary,
that I'm having with my
It's
daughters.
better to
It's
be
crazy.
real with them.
That's-
Because if you
that's
don't,
all I know.
like, I don't sugarcoat shit with
Me
my
neither.
kids. Like, I'm gonna tell them the real. Like, you gotta be
You
real
have
with them.
to.
Because at the end of the day, they're gonna hear that shit outside.
somewhere,
of
then
the
you
house.
wanna get it
Like,
from
you
them.
feel me?
And then I'm like,
Especially
damn,
with the
they don't
boys.
question that shit.
With our sons, I
Got-
feel like we have to have that conversation with our
I'm
sons.
put on next
Because
like,
it's
you know,
so
listen.
much that they have to do. Like girls, I feel like we're allowed to some grace, right?
Girls is different.
We
Girls
allowed
can
it.
get away with a lot of shit.
All we gotta do is bat our eyes,
Right.
and you know what I mean.
Right.
Give a little.
Right.
But
Like, for
boy,
real?
like I never knew. Oh my god!
Right.
What?
Acting hella dumb.
You know what I mean?
Hella dumb.
We can switch the script real quick,
Oh
but
my
I feel
God.
like for young black men,
No.
it's different. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like they, you know, salute. I ain't gonna discredit the men out there. Salute to the men because they really
Right,
deal with a
right.
lot. You know what I mean? They in the trenches too.
Fuck y'all niggas.
They,
But
they is in the
it be
trenches,
like that
man.
sometimes, but they in the trenches and they really deal with a lot. As a black
Niggas
man,
sassy
you
right
Everybody
now.
you
in the
deal
world
with-
is against
Talk about
you.
that.
you know everybody. You know what I mean? And it is sometimes messed up because we kind of contribute to a lot of what they deal with. You know what I mean?
But you gotta understand that nowadays in society that men today is really in competition with women.
they are.
They
Real,
are.
but
They
I
can't
also-
accept the new women.
They can't. But I
But I
also
think
feel
it's
like
because of the way things have been, the way they pulled all the men out of the homes.
Where did they pull them to?
Wrong.
Jail,
Oh.
to crack,
Wrong.
to everything. They pulled the black
Where the
men
fuck
out
they
like
go?
it's history. It's history.
hold on, Chanel.
It's
It's a lot of them outside.
But it is
Right,
history.
okay, where they go?
But a lot of
There's
the
a lot
ones,
of them outside.
but a lot of them that
A
are
lot of them
outside,
just don't want to be around because
they were raised by a lot of
It's
single
easier.
women.
I feel like it's easier to deal with women who don't require a lot, opposed to the women who do require something. It's easier to be with those women who don't require nothing, who would just let you be that fucking.
They do
nigga.
what you want.
Is that the man's fault or the women's fault?
It's both.
That's
Because
situation.
as a man,
That's
you
that
shouldn't
situation.
even. You as a man,
Right.
you shouldn't even want to
You
be
might
in
get
that
over
type
with that
of
shit, but you trying to
situation.
get over with over here.
Okay, so what's one thing women lie about?
Body count.
What they want, what they genuinely want. I think we kind of fake way sugarcoat what we really want, like, cause we still trying to make sure our men are men or whatever the case may be or whatever, and still stroke their ego or whatever the case. But we still kind of like, you know, pushing what we truly want to the side or whatever to not come off as like, oh, bitch, it ain't all about you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, but you know, at the end of the day, whatever, it's equal. But I still feel this way. I still want this. I still desire this. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, we so like, oh, my man, or whatever, like what he
Right.
want, what make him happy. Like, I know he had a hard day out there. Oh my God, the world is so against black men or whatever the case may be.
No, for real.
You know what I'm saying? So then when they come, you know, we want to stroke that ego, all that type of stuff. So we put our own feelings to the side. We put our own shit to the side or whatever. And we deal with our own shit. But we not, you know what I'm saying? We can't bring it to the table or whatever. It's like a dime a dozen or whatever. It is some men that you can bring. Hey, babe, I know you had a hard day because you just a black man, but let me let you know how I had it as a black woman in corporate
Right.
world.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm
I
saying?
do feel like it go hand in hand. I do. But I feel like that's where we come together. You know what I mean? And that's where
and that's why I said, can we come together at this table and you put your burdens on this table and I put my burdens on the table and we understand one another. We comfort one another, whatever. We there for one another. And not so much more as the women catering to the man, but the man's also pouring into us as well too, whatever. Because we know black men in the world, they gonna have it hard as fuck, as you know what I'm saying. But we have it hard as fuck too.
We have it hard too.
We do. Y'all carry the most weight on y'all back
because we still juggling work, and then we also boom. All right. I'm off work. I work 8 to 6 every day. I'm off every other Friday, and I still have to find the time to come home, care for a puppy, care for my child, and then I have to find some time for me. So I'm like, all right, fuck all y'all. I'm about to go in the room. I'm about to blow me a blunt. I'm about to drink me a 4-pack of Chardonnay. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to black out that night. I don't give a fuck, but that's my time.
And so that's where I kind of had a conflict. You know, because what about those men who up at 5 a.m. with you, and they going out to work at 7,
those
and they getting off at 3,
and
then they turn around. They may work for somebody else's company from 1 hour to 1 hour, and then after them 8 hours is done, guess what they doing? They going home, they getting a few hours of sleep, and then they off to now do their entrepreneurial
and that's good.
shit.
But where that niggas at that you talking about?
So let me wait. Let me
shout out to you.
Cause where y'all at? Where y'all at that she talking about? Because I'm finding a nigga that's like I'm fucking with listen to me. I'm fucking with a nigga that's working the opposite schedule.
Because it really
I'm finding my way to compromise and to meet your off days.
Right.
Your off days is Thursdays and Fridays. I'm off every other Friday. So I'm still trying to find a way. All right, so you chilling with your daughters this weekend? All right, so on Thursday? Okay, so boom, on Friday, what we doing? I'm still trying to meet you in the middle.
Right.
But you're not meeting me in the middle.
Right.
Yeah.
But it is those men and that because I've experienced one in particular.
He got you blushing.
And
my daughter
blushing. And I was real hard.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? It is those men who really work hard. You know what I'm saying?
And kudos to them niggas. Period.
Remember, they work hard, but y'all women work
but
hard.
But they not forgetting that woman. They're not forgetting a woman though.
But I want to ask this question. You're saying like, where are these men? Do you feel like you're looking in the right places?
It's not even where are these men. It's all right, cool. I found a man, hard working, all this shit. But yet I got put on. I'm currently put on the back burner.
And that's where you
maybe because your schedules don't.
They don't match. They don't.
They might not.
I work 8 to 6. He worked 2 p.m. to maybe 4 or 5 in the morning. They never match. But I'm still fine. I know your off days are Monday, Thursdays, and Fridays. So I'm trying to find in my mind, all right, boom. I'm willing to lose my Tuesday sleep to come with you on a Monday when I get off at 6 p.m. to come and cook for you, to cater to you. I'm going to wash you from head to motherfucking toe. I done sat here and drew this man a bubble bath, and I done literally washed this man. Washed you.
Maybe that was too much.
It may have been, but that's just me.
But this is the thing we don't think about. Because what you consider sometimes,
and that's just me. And sometimes I fight my own self. I literally fight my own self. But when I love somebody, I love you, nigga.
But maybe that's love bombing a little bit.
But what I've learned is sometimes the love that we give our children is not the love that a nigga is deserving of.
Yeah, most definitely.
Them don't go hand in hand. We love our kids unconditionally.
But if my daughter wanted a bath and she wanted to wash her,
but that's your daughter
too.
Because that's your daughter. You love her
too.
Unconditionally. No matter what she do, you love her unconditionally.
Of course.
A man, on the other hand, is one of them things where that shit is honestly conditional.
Right. So you telling me if you was with someone for long term, you're not gonna love him unconditionally?
I'm gonna love you unconditionally, but sometimes the fuck shit you do, it doesn't require me to go above and beyond.
Yeah, but
even with my kids,
But you may say that shit in the beginning, or Or you may not even see it in the beginning, so it may take you years. It's like, damn, this motherfucker turned out to be this. Oh, how long you was with him? I was with him for about 5 years. Oh, so you didn't see that shit in the beginning? No, he never showed that shit ever. So me pouring into a man and catering to a man, and as I said, I washed this man from his head to his motherfucking toes. I put his dreads up in a whole ass man bun. I washed this man literally in a bathtub. Like, washed this nigga from his front to his back, all the way to his feet.
And he didn't appreciate it. But can we constitute that on maybe that's not something he was used to?
It was never something he was used to.
I ain't never watched no nigga from that.
That nigga didn't even have the mental capacity to even receive. You know what I mean?
This could possibly be some normal shit. I hear you.
He didn't have that mental capacity to understand what you just did.
I hear you.
That's what that was. Capacity, but at the
it wasn't.
You showed him something different. So when they see something different, they trying to see like, is this gonna be long term or this just short term shit? So that it could be he could put his wall up, like, you feel me?
Like, this shit feel too good.
Like, it's too
same thing we do. You just wash me from head to motherfucking toe.
You wrapping my dreads?
What is this?
Yeah.
Is this a setup or is this a fucking come up? Tell me. What's over there?
He probably like, am I dreaming for real? Cause like, what?
But I got a question for you.
I get off on that shit though.
But do you guys still have a connection now?
So we still date. We go together. It's my nigga. You my nigga. He my nigga. But I'm standing on business right now.
Okay.
I'm standing on business.
You know what's funny?
I love you. But I'm standing on.
It's one of those things, and I had a conversation with my daughter, and I said we have to tell ourselves, and we have to know when we're being delusional, right?
Hey,
it's one thing to know that you're being delusional, and you like, you my nigga, but you not my nigga, but you my nigga, right? I'm choosing to be delusional.
So I got a question,
right? About it is, like you said, you're choosing.
Yeah, choosing to be delusional. You gotta know the difference,
right? Y'all
we've been fucking with.
That's our nigga.
But if that's your nigga, right? And now say for instance, you out, you kicking, and you go to the movies, you see him with another girl. Then what you gonna do?
I'm prepared.
So he's my boyfriend.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure you clear the air. I needed you to clear the air. Because at first you said that's my nigga. Okay, we like this.
Let me. That's what
Alright, I left one situation and I stepped into another with one foot in one door, one foot in another door.
Right.
I love this man whole being. I love his whole being. And when I say I love his whole being, I mean I love the outside of him. I love the inside of him. I love the
well, you watched it from head to toe.
Yeah, we knew you love this nigga because you bathed him. He was a god. He was a god.
What did he say? Crown me your highness.
No,
I
I'm
thought
saying
you get married when you get baptized, so that means that's with him, that means that y'all got a deep connection. And you should focus on what's really important and try to build.
I guess. No, okay, so boom.
And because that might be your one.
I know. So listen, so this is the thing, right? So I leave this nigga and we still talking. That's how
she looking at me like, are you listening? You look like you're listening.
Give me some feedback.
Right, I see her on the side.
No. So
they're against this shit.
Shake, boom, get me out.
I don't want my
I'm intrigued.
Tell these bitches to hear me out.
We can't make this shit up
At all. So look, check me out. So no, look.
If you watching this, sir, you little lucky ass nigga.
Okay.
We ain't watching no niggas.
Look, no, wait, check me out. So no, for real. On some real shit though, like.
It was on some real shit.
Hello, what we was talking about again?
We forgot.
So you washed them from head to toe.
I did. I love it. Every moment of it. Hey, all right, boom. So yeah, back to what we was talking about.
So I want to say, being from somebody that has been in a relationship for 11 years. I've been married for 6. We were together for 5. Then we got married, and we have a blended family and everything.
Oh my God, that exists.
That exists. But it's not fucking easy.
Out there,
but it's not fucking easy. It's not like we got together and we're like, oh, we're perfect. We're going to live happily and ever after. It's like every year we're growing together and we're understanding each other. And life experiences happen that choose and everything. And we've been through stuff growing up that you got to learn to compromise and understand each other as a whole. So it's not easy. Like, I don't know. I don't know why people think like you're supposed to meet somebody and be happily ever after. It's not that fucking easy out here. Especially not everybody's been through stuff in life. Everybody sees things differently, and sometimes you have to come together. Now, I'm not saying put up with constant disrespect over and over again. I'm just saying, like, you know, you don't know a person until they've been broke. They've been sick. They've lost somebody. Like, things have happened to them. You don't know somebody until you're able to see them in all these certain situations. And it takes years.
I'm like, whoa, baby, I'm emotionally scarred. Let me tell you. Like, I'll be like, you being nice today. What you did? What you want?
Listen. What you want? What you did? What you did? All right, we really had a dope ass episode, right? But you know, us as mothers, what's some advice you would give out to someone that is not a mother but try to give us advice on how to parent our kids?
Stay in your lane.
Oh, that part.
Like, stay in your lane.
It's not even.
You may be fake relatable, but please stay in your lane. Cause
especially if you don't have no kids.
I'm like this with mine. Like, son,
I'm
you
not
can't relate to that because you don't got one. You got a little sister. You don't got a kid.
So you know what?
You can cut off ties with your little sister, but your kid, you can't. You stuck with that motherfucker.
In my opinion, I've had the experience of taking advice from a friend who did not have a kid. Mm-hmm. And it was things where I was so having my daughter on such a tight rope, right?
You know what? I'm not even gonna fault you for that because I got a young nigga. I got my homegirl. She's 24. My daughter is 16 or whatever. And my 24-year-old young, I call her my young nigga or whatever. She done been through life. She done been through hell, prostitution. Her parents not there, all that shit. A young age, 11 years old or whatever, trying to fend for her fucking self or whatever. So I let her talk to my daughter. My daughter, when I pulled up at the embassy in Walnut Creek, like, nigga, what the fuck you doing here? You know what I'm saying? She was right there or whatever. She like, B, hold on. I'm like, what you talking about, B? You bitch, you don't got no kid. You can't tell me what to do with mine.
Right.
Schooled her ass. She said, Maya, period. I was out here at 12 years old or whatever trying to figure the fucking shit out or whatever. Right. Selling my body or whatever. So I was 12 years old having sex with niggas because I didn't know where to go. My mama wasn't here. My daddy wasn't here. My daughter spooked like, huh?
Like, I don't want this to be me
at all. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it can go good or it can go bad.
Good and bad because I literally had somebody where I had my daughter on such a tight rope, and because of my own life experiences, I was like, I don't want to give you that much freedom because I'm scared because I know what I was doing at your age. So I don't want you to repeat history. No, you know what I mean? No, I want you to break the. I'm breaking general curses. So I need for you to break the next. Like I need for it to continue to be a pattern where if it start with me, I need it to finish with me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, but it took for that particular friend to just tell me in that moment, like, and how we say friends serve a purpose, a season, a lifetime. And shout out to you if you watching. You know what I mean? Our relationship ain't the best. But I remember that conversation.
I remember that
you
one.
You know what I mean?
That one moment.
And that stuck with me. And it was like, you know what, friend? You're raising a good daughter.
Yeah.
You're raising somebody like you. You know, I look at your parents and I look at how you are with your daughters. I look at your daughters and I know that you're a good mom.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So sometimes in life we have to give our daughters a little bit, our kids.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of rope. Like our parents used to say, just a little bit of rope to
a little bit.
Give them a little bit. They think they got one up on you.
But you know what? What I've learned is it But you know what I've learned in giving the rope? At least I gave you a taste of what it is like. So now if you do break that, it's up for you to get that back.
Yeah, because I didn't give you
because
that.
I've showed you what it's like to have that. And when you do right, you get right.
That because I'm still
right.
learning.
You know what I mean?
Snatch that rope real fast.
But I'm as soon as you not doing right, I'ma snatch that shit. But at least I've showed you what I'm capable of. I showed you the life you can have when you're doing what you're supposed to do. I've showed you skies is the fucking limit.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
It's just the world, it's the society, it's what other kids impact on your kids. So you can do as much as you can, but even if you have your kids go out just for a day and something can happen.
And that's especially boys. But you know what? That's understandable. But that's that moment where I'm pulling you back because now I gotta teach you this lesson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not to say that you fucked up in no way, shape, form, or manner. But I'm now finna teach you this lesson because now when I let you go out again, you're gonna know how to conduct yourself if and so this happens again. You're gonna know what to do. These are where those times where I can school you. Right. Because at a certain age, we be so trying to chastise where it's like it ain't even about the chastise. It's about now we finna coach these kids.
Right. So I like where you going with this, but how do you discipline your kid when your kid is doing something you already explained to them, you talk to them about it, but they constantly going? It's like a repetitive.
It's a recorder.
You know what? I don't. I'm gonna be honest.
I want to know that.
I don't have an answer for you on that one because I'm still going through that. Right. Like I couldn't know Walmart, but I'm trying to get some game here. I ain't gonna tell you. I can't.
What can I do differently?
I honestly feel like you know how that new thing is where motherfuckers talking about gentle parenting. Fuck that shit don't work.
That don't work.
Cause I've noticed that I yield more results when I'm talking shit.
But I do learn when you can sit them there and have a nice conversation. Because my daughters did bring that up to me, like, Mom, you be cussing too much, and you just be
for real.
And I understand that. Sometimes you have to sit down and have like a adult type of conversation. Not even adult, you know, like a respectful, normal conversation. You're trying to teach them respect, so you gotta give them respect too. Because sometimes we turn up on them and.
You know what happened?
I'm cussing out my 4-year-old. They're like, why are you yelling at me? Why are you yelling at me?
My son will tell me that is not okay.
Yes. But a lot of things, like let's say my 12-year-old, he keeps getting in fights at school. So I can take a phone away from him.
They don't give a fuck.
He don't care because he ain't got really nobody to talk to. He don't care. I can take a PlayStation away from him. I don't care. You can't go outside. I don't care. Now guess who got to entertain him?
You.
Me. On top of that, which is okay, we'll figure it out. But at the end of what I'm supposed to do, whoop his ass for whooping other kids' ass at school?
No, you don't do that. That's
what I'm saying.
But you know what?
So,
I would say exercise that. Maybe boxing. But we were talking about that. But at the same time, do I want to give him more ammo to do against other kids? No,
but not even that. I've talked to him about. He's like,
maybe
I don't really care about boxing.
That's your money maker.
I don't want to do boxing. So now I'm gonna spend my money to force him to do something that he really don't want to do.
But he already doing his thing. You might as well get paid for what you do, young son. Reimburse me, son.
Actually teach them discipline. He actually like going to that shit. Like it's nothing bad about it. He gonna pour all his anger out on it. He have a rough day at school. He gonna go there and box that shit out.
Right.
You feel me? Like it's very mental.
It's therapeutic.
Mental learning.
It is. And me coming from me, but he's such my nonchalant child that I don't give a fuck about.
But maybe sometimes
I ain't doing none of this.
You know how dealing with men in society nowadays, that's a defense mechanism. You know what I mean? To act like I don't care, but wholeheartedly.
He do because he's
I care with my whole heart, soul, body.
But I don't want to show it.
But I don't want to show
I don't
it.
want to show it.
But
I care, but I don't want to show it.
Right. Be keep playing with me.
But then
like I'ma show it. You know what I mean?
It's a lot they dealing with in schools too, with the teachers and the work, and That's why I stay so busy in the schools and come sit in them classrooms and try to figure it out because they stressing with school, home
friends
stuff. They dealing with so much. We go through so much, but them kids go through so much.
And you gotta think all of our kids are COVID babies.
They different.
Grades is 80%.
You gotta
20%, like homework and stuff don't even matter. They got 80% test score that they not passing.
They not even doing homework nowadays.
They don't get no homework. It's crazy. Like
Shoot, mine get hella homework.
Mine don't get none.
Too much.
None. I was like, what the fuck?
It's
crazy.
So I use my hunger pass. You didn't get your ass in here and read this book.
You gotta have that mental check. That's what I do every day when I get out of school. I gotta have a mental check.
You use your hunger pass.
I gotta figure out what's important. And I think that's
It's
true
important
because you gotta
to
figure
have a
out
mental
what these
check.
kids
What
is
you
going
through? What's
My
going on out
daughter
there?
will text me in the middle of her day.
Mine too.
And tell me, Mom, I don't mean to come to you with this. I know it's like hella early, but not hella, but I know it's early. But Mom, I just she being weird and I don't like it. So tell me if I'm wrong because I said what I said. So tell me if I'm wrong for what I said. And I gotta tell you, daughter, no, I respect what you said.
And them teachers 23 years
I
old,
appreciate
disrespectful to
and
them
I
kids. What are you
appreciate
talking about?
that, and it lets me know
you
gotta
be
be mom.
They don't know how to talk to
teaching
their
and
kids
I'm
either.
instilling what I need to instill. Like it's letting me know you're listening to what I'm telling you. Some of the things, it could be going into one ear and out of the other. But when you're coming to me in the middle of the day at 10 a.m. and you telling me, Mom, she being weird. Like, tell me if I'm wrong because I said this to her when she came to me and said what she said. And you're telling me what you said, and I'm like, nah, baby, you ain't wrong. And I respect you standing on business behind how you felt because you're teaching people how to treat you. Like, and they gonna think about. If you let them back into your good graces, I guarantee you, they're gonna think about the next time they think about playing with you because you've already showed them what it's like if you play with me at any point. So I need for you to feel me when you first do it.
Period.
And I respect her for that because I feel and me being 100, I feel like that's something that I wish I would have cultivated at her age, so I would not have dealt with the things that I have dealt with at my big age. It's a lot of things. If I had what I am giving, I would probably be a lot further in life.
Right.
If and so I was able to get that game that I'm giving mine.
But it's good that you get to
But
start with yours.
And we gotta think like teaching is a lot different than when we were growing up.
Right.
We were a lot different. They were a lot different.
Each day, like this shit is, we don't got a book to this shit. We don't. We show up the best that we could. Even the days when we crying our eyes out, our kids will never see that shit. But they don't know what we're going through.
They see how strong.
Baby, because I done been up till 3, 4, 5 in the morning crying, and then I had to wake up at 6:45, 7 o'clock.
Yes.
All right, let's get ready.
You know what's hella funny? I was just telling somebody how when it was like my dude.
I claim a
Shout out to the dude.
Hey, babe.
He'd be like, you ain't tired, you not tired, blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, I am tired, like I'm tired.
Dumbass.
But let me tell you, you don't know if it's one day, and I'm talking to you, you don't know if it's one day I'm mentally tired, I'm physically tired, I'm emotionally tired. Let me tell you, baby, I'm spiritually tired.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's all levels.
nobody understands when you are spiritually tired, you've exhausted everything else.
Right.
You are no longer emotionally, physically, mentally, you're done. I don't want to think. I'm done. So I know at this point, I gotta cut the world off. So kids, you gotta go to where you need to go.
Niggas gotta get
Baby, I gotta cut you off because I need to go to church. I need to play my music. I need to get back grounded and rooted into what I know. Because at this point, all I need to do is ask God for strength, peace, all that other stuff that I know that I need to make it through the next whatever.
Yeah.
Because
I need to get on both of them knees.
Let me tell you, because nobody understands when you are spiritually. Sometimes we get spiritually disconnected, and we need to get back spiritually connected. Because the only
only way that I'm really making it through what I'm making it through is because I'm spiritually connected. So when I'm now disconnected, I gotta shut everything out.
Everybody.
Even my kids, I have to shut you out because I would get to a level with you where I don't want to get to. My anger will get the best of me. So I know when I'm getting to that place and now I'm sitting here damn near calling you out your name, I gotta back up.
Bring myself back.
I know I know that I have to back up from all avenues. I'm in the middle of this intersection and I got motherhood, I got employee, I got significant other, I got damn near daughter, granddaughter, sister, friend over here. I can't talk to none of you motherfuckers because I don't know how to be what I'm supposed to be to none of y'all.
You have to do that. You have to have that self-care for yourself.
Because it's serious.
And that's what I'm learning. I don't even know how to give myself self-care. I'm always adding a 3.
Everybody else.
Always adding a 3.
And sometimes,
so now I'm learning like I'm.
And it's okay to, and I'm not saying put them on the back burner because we can never put our kids on the back burner. But sometimes in order for us to show up in the best form in who we are, we have to
back up,
disconnect a little bit, just to like I said, recharge our social battery. Because I need to be able to show up as the employee. Because if I don't show up as the employee, guess what? Everything on the back end gonna fall. So I have to be able to get in front of these people who I don't want to see, who I don't fucking like, who I'm just like to hear your voice is agony. It's like agony. Like every day, I don't want to hear you. I damn near don't want to see you. Like with vacation time, when do you kick in? Because I'm ready to take off one day out of the week just to get the fuck away from y'all.
For real.
But in order for us to really, as we say, show up as these boss moms, it's important that we take that time to ourselves. Whether that be us going outside. Whether that be just having, like, just going outside having fun. Like, y'all going with another. We be so ashamed.
Don't feel bad about going out and, taking
by
care of
yourself.
Right. Like, it's okay to be by yourself.
You need that.
A, B, and C ain't able to go with you. It's okay to show up and go out to eat for yourself. Go have a drink with yourself. Like, it's okay to do that shit. Like,
cause these kids is aggravating. It's aggravating being an employee. These niggas is aggravating. Actual life is aggravating.
Life be life.
I be want to turn all the shit off. Like, fuck it. Like, I'm over it.
The parents, the grandparents, the siblings, all that shit be aggravating. The friends, it be like, bitch, a motherfucking nigga, whatever the fuck, whoever the fuck you are, shut up.
You know what's the worst thing though? That when we take our days off, at the end of the day, the laundry still needs to be done.
Yes, you
that's
still gotta
I'm off every other Friday.
And you gotta do
Monday through Friday, and I'm off every other Friday. Them Fridays that I'm off, my job still calls me.
But you know, it's so important that we have to take that days off. But let me tell you, we don't have all days. But let me tell you,
but the dad, they got multiple off days.
But this is
we don't have off days.
This is where we mess up at. We cannot feel guilty for not getting the laundry done. We cannot feel guilty. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Don't feel guilty for that
washing and the drying and the folding is 3 different things.
That's 3 different things. So as long as I put
my house,
the washer and dryer,
live here.
Clothes don't be clean. They might be sitting up there in a pile on the couch.
But they gonna be clean. I guarantee you gonna be able to pour you a clean
I think
out
that's
of there.
mother's worst nightmare is the laundry.
Yes.
Oh my God.
If I could call Miss Anna.
And it's 4 of us, so imagine that. My son changes clothes at least 5 times a day.
We done switched it one day.
My daughter take about 4 showers
I don't get it. Yes, like I don't understand.
Listen, I'm the only girl in my house right now. Okay? I just three grown men almost.
I just personally feel like, and if I could say this to any mother, it's important to take time out for yourself.
Yes,
it is so important. Like the laundry gonna get done.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even if you don't gotta cook that night and you want to order pizza, or my kids think it's Wingstop, it's okay to order DoorDash. It's okay to say, you know what? I don't feel like doing this. I'm gonna fuck if it's 2 days. I'm tired.
It might be 3.
It might be 3 days. I'm tired. You know what I mean? execute the things that I need to execute, especially as a single mom. I need this time to myself because I need to recharge.
Right.
I have
I'm
to.
definitely learning.
So
Not
it's
even for you, but for me.
But
real.
right,
No,
like I
can't be me for you.
I can't be me for you if I'm
Uh-huh.
not who I am and I'm not at that capacity that I need to do what I need to do. I can't. So it's important for me to take that time to myself. It's detrimental that I take that time to myself
Always
because
remember to take your time.
always
I'm learning.
love.
I'm getting there.
Patience.
Trust me, them kids gonna eat every night. Whether it be DoorDash, whether we cook, whether we go through a drive-through, them babies gonna eat every night and they gonna pick up a clean.
Whether it be chicken nuggets, pizza rolls, hot dogs, whatever they got, they gonna eat.
Right. I mean, you gotta have some frozen food in there for that.
Listen,
I'm a
you
little
not there.
picky,
They
so
should
I
be
don't
You can make you
know.
a
They
sandwich.
should be able to fend for
I
their
don't
fucking
know.
I
self.
got the noodle kids.
Oh,
They
they
love
love
them noodles.
all day.
But it's really important.
Homemade meal with noodles and shit.
Because it's days that I gotta go in the house from work and I'm in the medical field. So I'm dealing with all type of patients where I'm like, I don't have the mental capacity to come home and deal with my kids. Where I'm like, I just dealt with a weird ass day today.
Right.
So I don't have the time to
deal
really
with y'all.
like, and it's so messed up. But I promise you gonna eat. I promise you tomorrow when you wake up, you're gonna have clean clothes. I promise you, like, I
Tomorrow
promise.
might be a better
Tomorrow
day.
gonna be a better. We might
Yeah,
damn near
right.
go to the movies. We might damn near go out to
But
eat.
right now,
we
baby,
might go to Target
I ain't
tomorrow.
her. I'm
but
not her.
I'm not.
And
And I need for you to bear with me and know that Mama just having one of them days.
Right. Because
But mommy gonna mommy.
Look, all you gotta do is
Tomorrow
get
we
in
gonna,
with
tomorrow we
me.
gonna live in the look, get in with me. Yeah.
Well, all you gotta do is
that.
that's it. All you gotta do is get in with me, and I promise you, Mama
That
gonna
part.
do what I gotta
Yeah.
do.
Get in with me.
It's
Yeah.
never gonna be a day where we're
Yeah.
gonna have
Before
what
we
need.
end, before we wrap this shit up, what is your biggest accomplishment as being a mother?
Oh, me, I'm gonna take it there.
Yeah. Talk your
My
shit.
biggest accomplishment is I had the biggest doubt of my life with my kids from being a mom at 16 years old. I did not know I was pregnant with my first child. I was a talk of the city, talk of the town. Everybody said I wouldn't be nothing. I'm not gonna take care of my kids. So let me get my color. At the end of the day, to any mother that doubt you, said you're not gonna be a mom.
What else?
I had another baby
What
sitting
else?
here. I was going to tell them again. They said I wasn't going to do nothing. I wasn't going to graduate. I graduated both of my babies with a 3.5, and I kept it going. And then you know what I'm saying? So I just want people to understand that you'll get so much doubt. People will talk about you. My kids never failed me. They my best friends. I love you, Ariana, Maya, and baby Melvin.
Yeah, we like you, little baby.
And I just want
Y'all got
everybody
good
to
mama.
know that. Like, it's just crazy. My story is crazy. Like, it's just crazy. But I got through it. They 13, 12 now, and we still rolling and rocking.
Rocking and rolling.
Ain't missing nothing, and we still going. And it's
That
real
part.
strong, for real.
And
For
fuck
real.
who ain't there.
No,
your
for
mama
real.
got y'all
All
back,
the way
period.
into the day. I can't no more, and I'm still be trying to
I love
dig
it,
up out of there.
but I'm so like I done popped 90 collar 100 times. I forgot the question.
What's your biggest accomplishment as being a mother? Like,
I feel like despite whatever hurdles me and my kids went through, like she said, shout out to Raji, 𝓑𝓬, and Travis.
yeah.
But you know, I despite what I went through, despite everything that we overcame, we standing tall. Like what JT said, I think looking at me, but I was like, okay. Like, I was really down, but I'm feeling okay. Like we standing tall, and I'm just building and I'm building and I'm cultivating and I love my kids, despite, you know, like I always say, I don't like my kids, but I love my kids.
She didn't say it off record.
Like off record, like I love my kids.
I love
I love my, and they know I love my. They know I love them. Y'all y'all know I love y'all, but I feel like despite whatever we've been through, y'all know mommy is here.
Period.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna show up good day, bad day, right, wrong, and different. I'm here. I'm gonna check you behind closed doors. I'm gonna check but I'm gonna stand for you. But I'm gonna always check you behind closed doors.
Your turn.
They never know you
Your
wrong.
turn, baby. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, you good, babe.
What was the question?
The question, I gotta do this a third time. Okay,
Yeah, that's third time.
Now,
Because what was saying?
what is your
What
biggest
was it?
accomplishment as being a mother?
My biggest accomplishment has been up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Being a mother.
Being a mother.
Wait. No, okay. Yeah. Drunk as fuck.
She drunk as fuck.
Wait, but I'm about to get it to you.
Y'all don't know.
At the end,
this
at the
shit
they talking.
Water.
At the end of the day, besides the day is going to end, I'm still going to install in my child the right and the wrong, the do's and the don'ts.
No, dead ass. You
Right,
have
you have to.
Oh God, that's
have
just
to.
what I gotta do. Unfortunately, I don't have multiple kids. I only have one kid. So, for my one child that I'm constantly teaching every motherfucking day, I'm teaching the rights, the wrongs, the do's and the don'ts. The motherfucker she still don't get it, y'all. She still don't fucking get it. Maya, if you watch it, please get it. I'm tired of fucking teaching it.
She's counting on you.
I'm rooting. We all rooting. Please get it. Look, you got too many family members out here that you can't get it. The fuck common sense is common sense. I'm fucking with these fake ass people. At the end of the day, I love you. I'm rooting for you. I'm gonna always support you, whether you right or you wrong. I'm gonna let you know, but I'm always be in your corner.
And she
Happy
love
Mother's
you.
Day.
Oh, my biggest accomplishment as being a mother is just being able to learn each day. Like, my kids teach me the shit each day. Like, each day I learn something different about my kids. So, and they teach me different shit. And it's just like, just being able to have patience and, you feel me, just being a listening ear, because kids just want somebody to listen to. Like, you feel me? Like, sometimes we think we know it all, but sometimes we just have to listen to where they coming from and how they feel about shit.
Right.
So my biggest accomplishment is just being able to being a support for my kid and just showing them the way of life and what's the right way. And you're going to go through your hurdles. You're going to go through your mistakes. Like, I don't want my kids to be perfect, but I do want them to learn from every mistake they do.
No, for real.
And I got a little kid, so I can't really vouch, but I do have an older son who do be making some silly ass decisions. But he learned from his mistakes, and that's all that makes me happy. Because it's like, you learn from that shit, like, you feel me. So you know what to do and what your parents expect you to do. So that's my biggest accomplishment. So what about you, Nelly?
Okay, so I think my biggest accomplishment from being a parent and a step parent at the same time is being able to see things from different perspectives of each child, because they're all different.
Yes.
Right.
So, and not only that, being able to raise them with my husband on my own without any outside parents, to be able to do it on my own and understand them from my own perspective, and to see that every child is different. Every child is going to act differently. They're going to make decisions differently, and being able to understand that, okay, what works for this one might not work for this one at the same time. And it's just being able to understand with them and try to get on the level sometimes and understanding, like, I can kind of see why you made that decision. I probably would have made that decision when I was your age, and being understanding to the fact, like, I've done that before, so I can get where you come from that. But like, being able to come to me as your parent and being able to understand that I'm going to listen to you and take consideration, and I'm not always going to be on your side, but I'm going to see it from the whole perspective, and then we're going to come together as a conclusion to see what was right and what was wrong and how we could have done things differently. And it might not always go the way we expect it to do. You can lead a horse to the water, but you can't force him drink. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
And that's the part about being understanding as a parent and as an individual. individual. We can preach and we can preach and we can preach, but at the end of the day, we're not them. They have to live life and their experiences as their own. And they're not going to see things the same way we're preaching to them and how we expect them all to take things. So it's just trying to understand that, like, we can be, we can try to be the best because, like, let's be for real. How many times have our parents tried to tell you, oh, they're not your friends, oh, you don't need to do this, and we still had to go and bump our head and see for ourselves that this isn't what it is. So it's just my biggest accomplishment is being understanding, because I've been through the trenches, I've been through the ups and the downs, and I've seen things. So at the end of the day, like, I'm understanding to what they bumped their head against, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna judge you, I'm still gonna love you, but let's talk about it. Let's see what made us do this, or how we could have changed the way we've done this, and try to make every next move the better. Like, at the end of the day, every day is a new day to be somebody different and to grow and everything. So that's my greatest accomplishment.
Period. But I do want to thank you guys for coming out, because I know you guys a busy day for mothers. I know you guys have a lot going on, but I just want to shout out to you guys. You guys, you know, it take a lot to be a mother, and we got to stand tall. We got to hold our ground, put our 10 toes down. You feel me? But I want to shout out to the phenomenal women, boss women, go-getter women.
You know we love our roses. Yes.
You know I love her.
Thank you.
Bless you, mothers. But yeah, shout out to y'all. You feel me? Keep holding it down. Keep being a great mother for the young girls, our boys as well. You feel me? It takes a lot, and it takes a village to raise our kids. So I learned a lot from y'all tonight, and I really do appreciate y'all for coming out.
Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day early.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yes. So thank you so much for tuning into episode 13, our Mother's Day special. We have all our special guests today. You know, we get raw, we get real, we get uncut.